93% on your back taxes. Get your fresh start today. That's 800-242-3186.
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
How you doing? Wow, we never make physical contact.
Is that your leg?
Yeah, is it weird if like our leg hairs touch? We actually asked you this on the phone.
I
yesterday.
shaved.
Did you? So did I.
Just in case.
Well, I don't shave. I use Neat.
I use Nair.
Nair?
Because I wear short shorts.
Is that? Remember we were talking about leggings the other day. Good morning.
I want to do gimmicks.
Yeah, it won't little like we can poke each other.
Yeah.
Hello.
It looks good though.
Does it look good?
I think so.
We're getting ready for a studio change, a refurb, whatever you want to call it.
Refurb?
Refurb
madness?
Refurbification.
Okay.
And
would you like me to put the cream in your coffee?
Yeah, you could, as a matter of fact. And the idea is that, hold on, this is what I was told. Oh God.
You were off your mark.
I was off my mark. That's right. Okay, so I'm supposed to be here. But then the idea is when we look at each other, it's supposed to look like we're looking at each other on the screen.
Is it?
So, we have a delay here. I just looked at you. And then we'll see here in a few seconds if that actually happens. No, not yet. This is, by the way, the engineers are going to watch this, and I can hear them getting so pissed off. Just act professional. I know that's what Jason, our engineer Jason, is saying.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Clinky.
Look, I am. Hold on. Are we? Nope. There it was again. I am incredibly. I'll admit this. Like, I am very habitual. Very habitual.
Ooh, can you say that?
Female dogule. Okay. And
I never get to see Anthony.
You do now.
You always do.
Probably jarring, right? Yeah. I feel like it's weird having a guy in a box. Like, you guys can see.
What's he doing in the box?
Yeah, how we were born. But this is, I'm sure, going to be better. But
my lighting looks great.
It does.
I look dreamy.
Actually, oh no, that won't stretch. And I've also been.
Now I know what you look at on your computer.
I have been. You get to see it all.
Yeah. You should close that one site.
I have been told that I will, because I told them. I said, look, I should probably be doing this, and then when I talk to you, And not that it's like TV, but they're focusing a lot more, not just on the radio, but also on the visual, the video side. And the idea is that I'll make my point to the camera, and we talk into the camera, and and then when I'm done with my point, or then when it's time for whatever two-way conversation, then we turn and we have a dip. But I am also not a close talker.
I'm farther away than I thought I would be, even though we're close.
But you're supposed to be there.
There's tape over there. I think that's for crosstalk.
But what does that look like then? Like if you were there,
like yesterday.
Well, they moved the camera behind you.
Oh, they did.
It's not. Yeah, it's not there. It's
wow.
It's on the other side.
Where?
Over there.
Oh, whoa, my.
Yeah, everything's changed.
Then why couldn't I be over there?
That's what I'm wondering. Why can't he be over there if the camera's right there?
Email said it's for guests and crosstalk.
Why can't the guest be right here? I know there's an answer.
What about this camera?
That's you.
That's on me right now.
Yeah, that's your that's the camera you're supposed to stare
I don't
into.
look at the. Oh.
No. That one's on Dave.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you.
Oh, maybe I'm the one screwing it up.
You kind of are.
Yeah.
Let's be professional. So what's supposed to happen here, because my camera, or my computer where I do a lot of things, and the phone, which by the way, apparently the phone's going away. And the phone will now be fully operated by Anthony/Chris.
Oh.
Because?
Honestly, I don't have I like being able to see if there's somebody on the line.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, and to be fair to Chris or Anthony, a lot of times they're doing stuff. He's the guy who used to board up for us and produce. His phone's on the other side of his desk, so I think this is me being an ex-caller to the station. If I see people calling in, it's like a nervous tick. Like I want to get them in and I want to get them on the air.
Yeah, how are you going to know?
I'm not.
You're not going to know? I'm going to just be like, here's a caller.
Well, no, you would say the way I think
Greg, Sacramento.
Yeah,
a remote.
Exactly. I think that's how it's supposed to operate is I'd be able to see you tooling around with the phone, and then you would say in my ear for everybody else not to hear, like, hey, JR's on line 1 or whatever. And then, like Jason said, like on a remote.
Okay.
But if you're looking on YouTube, I'm pointing to your left on the screen, my right, because we're switched around here, is the computer and the two monitors that I use to monitor the chat or the text line or play clips, whatever it may be. So if I'm looking at that, I'm actually looking away from Jason on the screen. So apparently this is also going away.
Oh.
And I'm going to have, and you, by the way, also have the option, which if I were you, I would take the option. We have the option of having our own station-issued laptops.
Gotcha.
And then, because I know you basically use your phone as your...
Yeah, I want to see how it looked, but now I can see everything there. What do you think of the wood and the foam back? I kind of actually like it.
Well, so this is, as I understand where they're going, this is just kind of a test run to see how it looks camera-wise. But all this background is changing. This table is changing.
Oh, so much change.
It's going to, I don't want to give anything away because I don't even know if they've decided yet, but the table is changing, and then our backgrounds are going to match.
Can I be in a recliner?
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Handheld mics.
Massage chair.
Actually, I always say I would prefer to stand, honestly.
I would like the option. Mm-hmm. I would like the option.
Lease with an option to buy?
Yes. Now, obviously, they're going to we'd have to give people a heads up to move the camera up and down. Because
cameras move
right now. If I stand, is it Captain Winky in the one shot as opposed to
it's a bullfrog?
I walked right into that. So the idea would be that I'm talking, and when you are monologuing into the camera to connect with the audience on YouTube or wherever, and then when we're talking to each other, it's this, and then my laptop would be here, your laptop would be there. So even when we're looking up stuff, we're kind of facing each other. Yeah. You know what? I kind of like that idea.
I would like a typewriter, actually.
Let me see.
No more audio for you then.
Well, no. I actually, so I sent them specs, and to their credit, when I was texting with Jason, our engineer Jason last night. I was at my kid's band recital to end the year, and I'm in between songs because I don't want to be rude. I'm texting. He sent me a photo of he and Brian, our other engineer, in these spots and what it looked like, and we talked about the laptop thing, and I said, two things. One, can I be on? Well, it's not M Drive anymore. What's the drive now we use?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever drive we use that has all our sound stuff in there, but also a cord that will connect to the laptop that will be on the board, so I can still fire our highlights and stuff. Now, ultimately, the way we should do it is the way they want us to do it. Nobody cares, but I don't care. This is internal stuff, and we're just being transparent. The way we're supposed to do it is like he has all the clips before the show, and then, I call for clip file. I don't either, because a lot of the time, 98% of the time when we're playing sound, it's on the fly.
And every show is different, I guess, but you and I would both prefer to play the clips ourselves.
100,000%, yes. And
is that old school? I feel like that would be more, like we're doing more.
I think we absolutely are doing more. Now, I think there's shows that would come in and the prep is different too, because in all respect to middays and afternoons, but they're not doing 6 a.m. So
they got a time before their show.
Yeah, they're coming in and
we got here at 3. But
yeah, that's what happens. But
after we worked out,
they'll have their. Well, we do have the Sactown Sports Gym.
The gym, and I got some time on the. I was on crew this morning. I was on the water in the rain.
Not that either of us are super gym people, but like. Do you know what my favorite exercise is when I used to belong to a gym? I don't know why. I think everybody has their favorite.
Laying on the mat?
Well, actually sitting in the sauna or something. But what is that, the butterfly machine?
Sure.
I like the butterfly machine.
Like the chest?
Yeah, made me feel like Rocky. Is that a guy thing where like we all just want bigger chests? I think, well, maybe it's a guy and girl thing, but we all want bigger chests.
You were doing butterfly kisses on there.
I was.
I think most guys like chest exercises.
I think that's and the least is legs. Don't skip leg day is what all the bros say.
Calf raises.
If you don't do chest day, does it matter if you skip leg day?
No, I tend to skip both. Yeah. I actually. So this would be my laptop setup probably.
But wouldn't it be over there if that all is gone?
No, because then I'm not doing this and looking away from you. Oh. I'm doing
You're
this.
Just blocking me to see what you're looking at.
Yeah, now you can't see what I'm looking at, but then I can be like, oh, here's the thing, dip, play the thing, derp. And then derp. Yeah.
Okay. Hi.
Hey. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Anthony, do you have tape in your room?
Like for where I can sit?
We have
no, I can move the camera manually, so I don't have to do all that.
Does anybody understand why there's a big blue box over here?
I don't know.
I think it's so that the giant basketball hoop is out of the shot.
Oh.
Yeah, they moved the hoop.
Well, but these Post-its are in the shot.
Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you that's really going to bother me?
The Post-its are?
Yeah,
it's a blue one and a pink one. I don't know how many are over there.
Yeah, I got it.
But there was just 2?
Well, no, there's like 9.
It was just half of those two.
That would actually.
I think that's a midday post.
Yeah, I just moved them. That would really, really bother me.
See when they go away.
Every time you go away.
Oh, then you wouldn't be able to see that too. Oh yeah, I guess you could.
Be on the lappy toppy.
Okay.
916-339-1140 is your text line. 441140 if you want. I believe it's called a short code.
Hey, YouTube says you look younger.
Oh, that's nice.
Do we have different lighting? They said they were working on the lighting. What are you doing?
I think that
there?
comment's from when he wasn't here.
That comment was what? When I wasn't here?
When you weren't here.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
When you were having your press conference.
Yes.
How'd the press conference go?
Good. They were asking questions about.
How's the media was rough?
Yeah. Cody asked tough questions.
A donut?
No donuts.
Son of a...
They might have been hiding them. They were asking about. They were asking about the baseball expansion stuff. Every once in a while, the sports world will creep over there.
Yeah.
And so they had questions. I actually had a really good conversation.
You tell them they got a team. They're called the Grasshoppers.
Yes. They start playing
tomorrow in the brand new stadium.
The old team got swept by the Mariners.
Yeah,
They're going. Had a really good conversation. Funny enough, one of the people that knows things and is helping put all this together, but I'll leave him private on this one. You know him, I'll tell you off the air, is actually stuck in New York today, so was already awake.
Oh,
and
weren't they supposed to be here?
Well, it's nobody. How do I say this?
Clean it up.
None of the principals that would be on stage and speak. It's not that.
They're important, but not.
They're important, but behind the scenes,
they
wouldn't be seen today. Okay. So it's not like it's taking away from anything. Good guy.
So how is Rob Manfred?
So it was. I got a text around 4:30, which was like, "Hey, I'm in New York. If you have any questions or whatever." So then we had a nice phone call where it was just trying to get most of what's happening today, which we knew, and also like, hey, can we get a advisory? Can we get a and what that means, by the way, is not, hey, talk about this. Usually it's what we call a one sheet that's, hey, here's what's happening, here's when it's happening, here's where it's happening, which, again, we knew. And then here's going to appear, here's who's going to appear. I do know, we mentioned Derek Lee, we mentioned Dusty Baker.
Yeah.
Steve Sachs is going to be there.
Nice.
Also, I was not sure about this. Kevin McClatchy is going to be there. If you don't know that name, that's a Sacramento McClatchy family, but also former owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yep.
So you're going to have that kind of perspective. Obviously, Kevin McCarty.
Kevins.
Yeah, he will be there. Martha, why am I blanking? West Sacramento. Guerrero, thank you.
Stewart
is going to be there. Mark Friedman will be there, big developer downtown, and also
he had some good quotes. There's a nice piece in The Athletic.
Oh, was there? I didn't see it. Oh, I did not see this. Okay, very good. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to get to know Mark Friedman over the next.
He's a good one.
He is. He really is, and Mark is a lesson in. I did not know when I first started talking to Mark back with the Kings stuff. I did not for a bad reason. It's just I did not bond with him like a Phil Oates or a Nagel type at first. I didn't really have an opportunity to talk to him much. But then over the years, as I've gotten to know Mark pretty well, he's just the nicest dude. Number one, and number two. He is when you look up the Friedman family and their connections in Sacramento, and whether it's all the stuff he does development wise, Art and Fair Mall, all the things his family has their hands into. I think the Crocker Art Museum is, I don't know if they own it or huge donors. I don't know, but I know they have a very big passion for art and that type of thing. Yeah. I tend to love people that love the city.
Yes, and like when the very, very first rumblings of this, and then you hear some people involved, and even like political figures, the mayors of each, Sacramento, West Sacramento. But then when I heard his name, I'm like, oh, that's good. That's a good one to have on your side. Basically, I think all these things have to hinge on the development part, and with him behind it, that's going to be good.
Yeah, and I think
help.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about this a lot at 629, but we're not going to get every single answer today, and we'll tell you why. There's a reason why. It's literally impossible to get the entireties of the deal, but we can help kind of preview and walk through a lot of the stuff with you guys as far as what they're trying to do, what they're going to present as is, and then what they still have left to do. But, hey, wait, let's check in again here with look, well, we're kind of looking at you, and
I'm pointing at you.
You're kind of looking on,
I'm locked in on my camera, like, hey, hi.
You making eye contact?
Welcome into your living room.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Oh, I don't know if this is
How you doing?
I don't know if I like this angle now.
Why?
Because you know what? Here, I'm going to pause this. This is something very recent over the last
nice pause on you.
It's a great pause. I don't know if this is technically a liver spot, but I now have like this brown splotch that's shown up on my right side.
This thing up here.
Yeah, right. And then
let's just show all our warts.
Because I haven't, this is from not sleeping, I have like a big bag under my right eye.
Take it out.
I don't know if that's, I got to get, what is it?
I think you need to not pause that.
Botox? You don't like that?
I think we just got to turn off the light.
Yes. Let's mood this thing up.
Ooh, hold on.
You gonna try it? Oh, engineers are gonna love this.
Yeah, they're gonna love it.
This was Anthony's idea. Let's do it. You know they have it set perfectly, I'm sure. Okay. Anthony, first thoughts? You see before we do.
You know,
not great?
Darker? Well, look, as long as if people can see us, but also not I will speak for me because Jason does TV. Jason's a nice looking young man. I have a standard definition face. I do not have a 4K.
I should be black and white.
Or dare I say, yeah, I would be fine with black and white.
Right, here we go.
Here we go. Oh, it's kind of
softens it. Still have a nice shine on my head though. But that's the way they set it up. Maybe I'll wear hats. You guys have hats on. Anthony's got the hat and the hoodie.
I'm cozy.
Wait,
now where are you going? I'm
trying to.
You're doing all the things that are gonna.
That's probably actually gonna make that.
What?
You're doing nothing.
That was definitely set up a specific way.
I know they're gonna kill me. I try. There's a light that's shining directly.
I can't help. I don't have any hair.
I know. That's why I'm trying to help you out.
Actually, add space.
Oh, maybe
no shame.
Like HomeDepot.com.
Whatever you need.
That is fantastic.
Gonzalez Law right here.
Right? Absolutely. All right, now let's see.
Oblet, you want in?
Here we go. Does it work?
You did some, or is that just you blocking?
Look at that.
You might have blocked. Oh,
no, watch. Oh, it's like look, I pretty much got it.
Yeah. I'm going to come in with a toupee tomorrow.
Now it looks like a laser pointer. Like a kitty.
Hey, no, let's look at your liver spot again.
Oh, is it gone?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this. I feel like this is all about compromise.
If you rob the camera of the ability to get as much detail as possible, it looks better.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now everyone's adjusting like, hey, why is the lighting? Maybe they just turn their, what is that, hue?
Grant?
Yeah. Turn their hue up, their lighting up. Yeah.
All right, one more. All right, one last thing.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm just,
I hope it's turning the light on.
Oh, yeah, you're going higher lights. Okay, this, lower.
Oh, worse. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that's so low, it blinks.
Yeah. I think we're going in the wrong direction, but we're trying this. This is trial.
Hey, we're just trying.
We're just people.
We're just trying stuff out. See, what I say, you know what would be cool would be to have these lights this low.
Actually, that looks pretty good right
See, I think it does. And then maybe we have like those LED glowy lights.
Oh, from underneath?
From underneath. Or maybe from, yeah. Have a light stick on a string.
Rave.
My wife used to do that. Okay, here we go. All right.
Davis left his post.
Yeah, so everybody's going to see this together.
Drop a little bit. Okay. Ooh.
Well.
But see, like Anthony's super bright.
Yeah.
I didn't turn my lights off.
Do you have a dimmer in there?
I do, but I'm not changing it.
He's scared. That looks fine.
I think that looks fine.
You have a little bit more of the glow from the computer light and maybe the TV lights because you're closer.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm, in low definition.
They said
how soon until you get a phone call or an email?
Oh, I'm 100% getting one. I'm so getting yelled at, and I love our guys.
Can I, when you're in the meeting, what can I do to show support? Because I'm going in this meeting. Walk by and.
Are you talking about the post-show?
The meeting you're going to be in? Anthony and I will just walk by, eat a sandwich or something.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll just, if you don't.
Their idea.
You know what? I was just going to say, look, I took the hit on the air, but to be honest, before I walked in, they were like, is there anything you can do to turn the light down?
No, you know what you do? It's always a person that's not here. Chris called in and said.
Christopher Laud?
Yeah.
Yes.
Change the lighting.
Guys, try lowering the light.
It needs to be done. This is from the APD.
I love that. Hey, YouTubes. Good morning. And let us know what you think of this. Like, if you didn't see the light before.
Why are they saying it's just the lighting for me?
Well, because I think you're a little darker than me.
Oh.
because of the glow from the.
Okay.
The
I thought it might have been the shine earlier.
No, because you really don't have you have a tiny shine right there.
Again, spots for advertising.
Right, but also, do we have to do makeup now?
I do.
Yeah.
So if I'm already doing it.
Did you ever see when Grant used to walk around on the floor of the he had a little compact,
a
little mirror,
a little rouge.
That was the source of some conversations at times.
I'm sure it was. But he obviously got good at it because he could just really
that's it.
Looking at it, yeah,
exactly. All right, we'll take a break. When we
we'll come back bright-eyed.
I say we use the audience to kind of grade what we're doing here. What do they think looks best?
Too dark for me.
More light, less light. Too dark on. All right.
Made for radio.
Wow, they're talking about me. That's Shep. He's talking about me.
No,
hey, Shep, go. Wait, hey, watch this.
Don't do this.
Oh, ready?
Shep's our guy.
Hey, Shep, go open a pack of trading cards.
Oh, got him. George Brett, Shep. George Brett.
You know what Shep is short for, by the way?
What?
Shepherd. Shaponzo. Yeah, Shaponzo.
Shaponzo.
I don't know. We'll take a break. When we come back, more light, and we'll talk about this expansion baseball thing.
Let's go.
Kicking off today. Sam Amick will join us at 8. Kelly Brothers, he is good at business. He'll join us at 7:30. But before all that, from the text line on 441140, Jason, have not heard, would love to get an update on Gonzalez Law. Could you help us out? And I think we'll do that during the break. By request. It's the show, #1 rated in all of Sacramento.
Light or
Nielsen, and I don't know why, light or dark, Sactown Sports.
Let's do it.
Leading off, the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Wrong button.
Everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
That's right. You asked for it. You shall get it. Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, a lawyer right here in lovely downtown Sacramento. Has helped many people. He can help you if you're in a position of need where you need representation. That is why I've been telling you about Gonzalez Law and Jonathan Gonzalez. Right in downtown, like I said, and for him, no case is too big or too small. He's here to help. They offer free and confidential case evaluations, and all you have to do is go to saclegaldefense.com or call him at 916-304-9187. A lot of people have asked about expungements because I've been talking about that. That's an area he specializes in. So if you are in need of something, let's say that you had something that happened years ago, it's on your record, it's been following you around, you kind of wish it could be gone. Well, it can happen with an expungement. He can help with that. It's an area he is specialized in, like I mentioned. So that's one way, whether you need representation for a criminal defense, for an auto accident you were involved in, need some help there. Maybe something work-related, wrongful termination case, sexual harassment case. Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law, he is your guy. Again, saclegaldefense.com, 916-304-9187.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Over the years, some of golf's best stories were about the legendary Ben Hogan. Tommy Bolt once said that Hogan was the only player he'd ever known to get an ovation on the practice tee. He said he saw Hogan playing practice rounds before a tournament where Half the gallery was made up of other professionals. When Bolt was asked who was better, Jack Nicklaus or Ben Hogan, Bolt replied, "Well, I saw Nicklaus watch Hogan practice, but I never saw Hogan watch Nicklaus." That's a pretty definite answer. Hogan described the game of golf as a game of misses. He said, "The player who misses best is the one who's going to win." He believed that the first hole was the most important, saying, "Well, if you don't birdie the first hole, how can you expect to birdie them all?" Ben Hogan knew the value of positive thinking on the golf course. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Will?
When I was 50, my whole life fell apart. I lost my job, I lost my wife, I lost the house, I lost pretty much everything except for my life. When the IRS came calling, I just didn't have it in me. I felt like Wile E. Coyote, just waiting for that IRS anvil to drop.
Then Will found Tax Relief Advocates.
I heard their advertisement on the radio, I wrote down the number, and I made the call that changed everything. The IRS gave me a bill for $40,000. Tax Relief Advocates got that down to $3,200. I've paid 9 cents on the dollar. Now that's a great deal in anybody's book.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Will did and call TRA for a consultation.
But for me, the real win is I got my life back.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-488-2578. 800-488-2578. That's 800-488-2578.
It's time for your Sactown Scouting Report, breaking down the top prospects for the Sacramento Kings ahead of the 2026 NBA Draft.
The first round big board.
My first big board of the year, specifically with a Kings focus. Who should they strongly consider at pick number 7? Who would be lucky if they fell to them? Is there anyone they should trade up for? Taking a look at the top players that the Sacramento Kings could land on draft night.
Read the entire breakdown from Brendan Nunez right now at SactownSports.com. Presented by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
You'll do it.
I'll do it.
You'll find a way.
Also, I'd like to shout out autocorrect. During the break, I checked. I got a direct my direct messages on social media, which is mostly a terrible idea. But I've done this for years now, and I don't talk about it a lot. My direct messages are always open, and the reason they're always open is every holiday period, I generally will send out a text saying, "Hey, look, holidays aren't for everybody. If you need somebody to talk to, always here, whatever, blah, 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 and I'm happy to say that throughout the year, I'll get everything from someone's girlfriend left them to, their a loved one just passed, they just, want, not that I'm anyone, I'm not a psychologist, but just somebody to talk to, sure. and I'm happy to do that.
It's a great gesture.
But
mine are closed.
It also other folk, random stuff will come in. Well, this wasn't a bad thing, but there was a Twitter conversation yesterday I was in about something about the draft, and no, it was about how I said I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan. I really want to go to Japan, dude. And getting a lot of responses, and I think there might have been a bot in there that was responding, and then one of the people that follow me responded to the bot like it was a person. So anyways, they sent me a direct message saying, did I just respond to a bot? And what I was trying to say is, hey, I very much prefer bots over mean people. I'm much more comfortable being around them. What I said was, I very much prefer boys over mean people. I'm very comfortable being around them. Now, it didn't autocorrect until I hit send. And then thank God I looked at it, because it looks like I said I'd rather be around boys than mean people. And yeah, it's just not the message I'd like to convey.
You said it.
I did. So then I had to follow up with, I didn't mean, what I tried to follow up with is, I didn't mean bots, or excuse me, I didn't mean boys, I meant bots. But what I then sent back was, I didn't mean boys, I meant boys. And then finally,
you like boy bots.
Wasn't that the Transformers? Oh, that was GoBots.
Yeah.
That was the knockoff.
I did not have a GoBot.
I had a bunch of GoBots, dude.
You did?
Yeah, because GoBots were the knockoff Transformer, and they were cheaper. But in my family, they thought we were getting a value because the GoBots were kind of metal based, whereas the Transformers were plastic. So the GoBots were really a higher quality Transformer. And what my parents and aunts and uncles never understood is, guess what? GoBots didn't have an awesome cartoon with Soundwave and Megatron. Anyway, speaking of Soundwave and Megatron, baseball expansion set to hit today. The announcement.
Today's the day.
Today is the day. What is it? 10:30, I think.
It's 10:30?
Yeah, I
right?
think you're right. We'll have all the coverage for you. I think is it Matt and Kayla going to be?
Do we know?
Yeah, do we know? Richie told me yesterday and I forgot. Richie Wagon.
Do we know what?
Is it Matt and Kayla that will be broadcasting live? But I think it's Matt and Kayla will be broadcasting live out there, and Whitey and Alan will be in attendance, and then I think they come back here for their show.
I have not been told anything.
I haven't either. And to be fair, Richie said this to me. Richie and I had it was funny. We were meeting in the market manager's office with the market. Well, it was an open door, like, oh, hey, the thing. And I was just,
I might have another one today.
But then I probably will. Then our market manager, Jim, had to go to another meeting. He said, yeah, you guys stay here, finish the conversation. So Richie was showing me some stuff he'd been working on, which is super cool. He's a dynamic dude. That guy, I really do like a lot of his creative stuff. And so he was showing me all this stuff he'd been working on. And I decided to have some fun. So I went behind Jim's desk and sat in his chair. And it was a great bit because the door was open, so occasionally people would walk by and poke their head in and maybe talk.
You're fired.
And I'd invite him. Come on in, sit down. There's been a change. Unlimited time off, raises for us. It was a fun bit to do.
Like new sheriff in town.
Exactly. There's a new sheriff in town. His name's Carmichael Dave. So, point being, Richie told me, to be fair to Richie, this is kind of my fault. And we were talking about 900 things. I'm pretty sure he said middays will be broadcasting live down there. And they will have a cavalcade. That's the right word. A cavalcade of guests, from mayors to developers to baseball players to whomever. So you'll have, if you want to know what's going on with expansion and the efforts, lock it right in here to Sactown Sports. Steven, our guy Steven on the chat says that he won the staring contest with you. See, now that you've got a camera right on you, you can
it's on.
So while they're staring, and I imagine we'll cover this with Kelly Brothers. Here's what's not happening today. There's not an announcement that Sacramento has gotten Major League Baseball. All right. What it is really the kickoff of the campaign to try to get expansion. And there is a lot to cover here. There is a lot that goes into this. Here's the very good news. There is funding now. There is a path to funding similar and also a little different to how the Kings arena funding worked. No public subsidies or whatever. I shouldn't get ahead of my ski or over my skis here. The monies are basically going to be created from stuff that's there, but also stuff that wouldn't be there unless there's a stadium, like parking revenues, things like that. They figured out a way to pretty much get there on building the stadium. And that's why you're going to see guys like Mark Friedman up there. That's why you're going to see representatives, at least one, on the committee or whatever that's being announced from the Sacramento Kings, because the Kings also own the land where the current park is, and they're going to be a part of this deal. Now, you're going to have questions like, well, how much is he going to be involved? How much are they going to be involved? What's the exact deal? Here's the stopgap that you're going to hear a lot, is that the answer is they don't know. And the reason they don't know is that, and see if this sounds familiar, much of this deal is already laid out and there's pathways, but we're whale hunting again. And I hope everybody still has their equipment, the harpoon, the bait, all of that, because we've been down this road before. They are hunting for a billionaire owner to come in and head up this deal with cash and all the other things that are associated with it. Well, where are you going to find a billionaire? Well, there's people right there in the Bay Area, yeah. Some of those names, and I don't know who they're not going to mention. There are some recognizable names that they're going to talk to. Names
with legit experience.
Legit experience. There's also going to be names you've never heard of. I know that there's going to be, for example, the Padres just sold. Well, there were a number of people that bid on the Padres, and only one won. Only one got the Padres. So you look at the other groups that were vetted and bid on the Padres that came up short, and you say, hey, would you be interested in going, a few hundred miles north? So you have that market. On top of it, it's no secret that part of the campaign, or the reason for the announcement today, is it's going to make news, it's going to make headlines, and there are other interested parties that will see this and go, I'm going to send my people out to inquire on the deal. Now, to the point I just said, why don't you know exactly what the deal is, whether it's stadium, ownership structure, all that, is that they can do everything they want to do. They can provide, and I'm talking about this committee today, they can provide a framework, but ultimately the billionaire that comes in, if he or she does to do this, is going to say, okay, that's cute, I like this, this, and this, but here's how the bear blanks in the thing, and they'll adjust accordingly.
Yeah, I was telling you about the piece in The Athletic. There was something just basically almost framing it that way, where let's say you bought the team, or was the whale, and you were interested. And one potential plan could be to build next to the current stadium down there.
Yes.
And tear down that stadium and develop and do all that. Maybe you say, no, I like it on the site it's at. So
that's right.
Tear down the current stadium and build it. So you want that person that's going to have a lot of the say to have the say. But I think there's going to be options of what they potentially can do. And I think, getting this word out will be a big part of that whale hunting, and also to see where it lands amongst the community, where it lands across Major League. Major League Baseball knows what they're doing.
Yes,
but maybe there's a few tricks up their sleeve that they unveil today.
Yeah, and they're not going to put we got a lot. No, you're absolutely right. We got a lot more to. What was that? No, Anthony. It's my computer. I know.
Oh, I was like, is there a jet coming in?
No, I'm trying.
Is that a? Yeah, it is.
Oh. That sounds like a whale to me. We need a...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I speak whale.
Do you speak whale? I have conversational whale. So, like...
I'm fluent in whale.
I know, and you can check me on this, where's the bathroom is...
Have a different accent.
I have
I hear it.
It's a southern accent.
Yeah.
It is. A little bit of British in there.
Yes.
Because the British whales are like, oi, mate.
Instead of rolling your tongue, there's a little water in there.
I can't roll my tongue. Yeah. It's more of a gurgle.
Yeah.
By the way,
salt.
One whale, wrong gurgle. Maybe. We'll take a break. When we come back, and much more on this expansion later. The Spurs are going to try to avoid elimination tonight. Can they? Well, we don't know. They haven't played.
Yeah,
if we knew, we would bet on it.
Maybe we know.
Well, I hear a gambler. But we will. We'll talk about that, and also a very interesting decision by Victor Wembanyama that has been making the rounds. A couple of Wemby-related things making the rounds, and we'll talk about all of that right after this.
Welcome in for another edition of Story Time with Matt George. Take it away, Matt.
Killer. A gentleman pulls up in front of me, and you can hear the bass in this dude's car.
Okay, go on.
Your boy is not one as a nerd to yuck anybody's yum in terms of nerddom. I have the entire map from Lord of the Rings tattooed on my arm for life.
What could he possibly have been listening to?
It was EDM in a made-up language. I'm not joking.
Can you sing a few bars for us?
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Never a dull moment, right? Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I'm talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Memorial Day sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy duties. And with over 500 new Rams available, you won't find a better selection of new Rams in California.
Oh, is that it?
Not even close. Not only can you save up to $14,000 off MSRP and get 5.9% APR financing for 84 months, you also get no payments for 90 days on select inventory. That's thousands in combined savings on California's best priced heavy-duty trucks.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $1,500 factory incentive and $10,500 dealer discount. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, $1,000 business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, and $1,000 trade-in assistance on eligible vehicles. 5.9% APR for 84 months equals $1,459 per thousand borrowed. No payment for 90 days on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Must finance through SFS for qualified buyers. 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Will?
When I was 50, my whole life fell apart. I lost my job, I lost my wife, I lost the house, I lost pretty much everything except for my life. When the IRS came calling, I just didn't have it in me. I felt like Wile E. Coyote, just waiting for that IRS anvil to drop.
Then Will found tax relief advocates.
I heard their advertisement on the radio, I wrote down the number, and I made the call that changed everything. The IRS gave me a bill for $40,000. Tax Relief Advocates got that down to $3,200. I've paid 9 cents on the dollar. Now that's a great deal in anybody's book.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Will did and call TRA for a consultation.
But for me, the real win is I got my life back.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-488-2578. 800-488-2578. That's 800-488-2578.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Bad break, dude. This break was not a great one.
Yeah.
Remember how I was talking yesterday in the segment prior, my bit yesterday where the market manager left his office, said, hey, use my office to talk. Yeah. I was sitting behind his desk and doing bits with people that walked in and giving them like vacation and raises and stuff. So,
good bit.
One of our I was just talking to said market manager downstairs.
Oh, he's here already.
He's always the first guy. You know, that's
Anthony. He can hear you dribbling the ball.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Always the first guy here.
I mean, I was dribbling.
Leading by example. So we were talking about something else with the expansion thing and all that, and I mentioned, you know, he was listening on the way in. One of our staff members I've known for over a decade was one of the people that walked in, and I beckoned him in, and I did the whole bit, and then he left, right? And I was explaining to our market manager just now when I did that, and you're going to know exactly where I'm going when Jim, our market manager's question to me was, who's Glenn? I have this tick in my head. We have somebody that works with us who I've known a very long time, and his name is Ken. And I don't know how this happened about a month ago, but I started calling him in my brain. It became Glenn. And I think I have called him, and it's one of those people where you can't, it's not like, oh man, I'm sorry, I forgot. I've worked with him. We've done things together. They worked. I know him very well.
Glenn.
And as soon as Jim said,
how did Jim get that? From hearing it over the show.
He heard, yeah. Well, no, because I explained it to him. I was like, oh, and then like Glenn came in and I was like, Glenn, come in, sit down, raise this for everybody, whatever. And he's like, who's Glenn? I was like, oh God.
Still doing it.
Then I got it.
At least you're calling him Jim.
Is it a bit or?
It's not a bit, dude.
It's
every once in a while.
Now you're going to be gun shy.
100%. Every once in a while.
Guy. There you are.
What's up, buddy?
How you going?
Hey,
Whitey
champ.
still calls me Andrew sometimes.
But Whitey has an excuse. Whitey just celebrated his 80th last week. That's fine.
Congrats.
It's cute. It's wonderful. And what did I call G-Man? Did I say champ?
Chief.
I thought that you were going to say you forgot G-Man.
No.
It was his goodbye. All right, thanks, Chief. I'm like,
thanks, Chief.
And there were a couple people in there. I go, did you just call the G-Man Chief? Why? And you're like, and then Dave was mortified.
I was
Do I call him back? No, leave it.
I wanted to call him and be like, because we're going to have Kelly Brothers on later. Here's another tick. Oh, I don't know why.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, when he gets up, sometimes when we'll finish the interview, I'll be, all right, take care. Okay, all right, thanks, brother. See you next week. And then I go, does he think I'm saying thanks, brothers? Like calling him by his last name? I think I'm gonna have. Here's the thing: our friend who works here, his last name. I'm not gonna blow him up. His last name starts with a G, so I have to think. All right, KG, Kevin Garnett. I have to do a trick there.
Is possible.
Right. I have to associate Kevin Garnett.
Perfect.
Which really when I look at him, I think
Similar.
Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Very similar in the key.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to say something to him today.
Yeah. Last night at the golf thing.
Oh, yeah. You played the media golf tournament thnger.
I met someone new, right? And then we were...
Did you hit it off?
Yeah.
Does the wife know? Well, congratulations.
We'll be vacationing this summer. Anyway, long and short of it, at the end, he and I were the only two at the tee box. And I'm like, yeah, do they do it? He's like, oh, yeah. Because I introduced myself. He's like, yeah, they announced your name now at the first tee, Mike Ross. And I went, Mike?
I
said, my name was Jason. And so I'm like, well, maybe I'm Mike to him.
Wow. Did you guys 23andMe?
I don't know.
But
that's what he called me. I went, I never said Mike.
Okay,
that's fine. So now I'm Mike to him.
You are.
But we didn't play together.
Oh,
he and I met. We introduced ourselves.
His name's not Mike Ross.
No.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
And I go, do they do anything? And he's like, yeah. Now at the first tee, here's Mike Ross. I'm like,
I gotcha.
Is he saying I'm Mike Ross? I didn't know. I didn't get it.
So
I felt like he was calling me Mike Ross.
His last name was not Ross. That's
not.
what I thought. It was that you realized you were playing with a Mike Ross
not
and
at
you're
all.
Jason Ross. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Boy, did I go.
Yeah.
Because I had follow-ups to that one.
Yeah. And then he was in another group and I just went on.
Was it?
Oh, it was great. It's great, but I was.
Oh, did I?
Oh, yeah. What was your score?
No,
46?
I think it was 46.
And I said that. I thought you would say 44.
44.
You were right.
I was.
Right on.
46?
Yeah, I was. I went bogey, double bogey, triple bogey start. I'm like, and the triple bogey was a par 3. I got a 6.
Oh dear!
It's like, what am I doing?
Was your partner?
There were 2 other guys. Yeah.
Were they? Was there ever a point where you were just like, oh, guys, I'm like you felt like
no, because I mean, you just play your own. I don't know. Sure. I wasn't really knowing what they shot, and then it's all on handicap too, and then I find out that you get to drop some score. So hopefully this will be a score I hope, but we'll see.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I think you're better than 46. I figured it would just be new media league vibes, nerves.
No, it was operator error. It was me, 100% me.
Was Glenn out there?
Glenn was there, and KG. It was. And Mike Ross. Yeah.
Mike Ross, you're long lost.
But you may be in.
Yeah.
You have to contact. He asked me again about it. I go, did Dave reach out to you today? He goes, no. I said, all right, but he will.
I will. I will reach out to him. I will be there, as far as I know, I'll be there next Wednesday. I need to look at the schedule to see, because I know I'm going to be gone for some of those.
Yeah, but if you make enough, then you can qualify for, I forget what the name of the championship.
The Masters?
Yeah, they've got some sort of
Augusta
championship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you mention something about a jacket?
The Buford Cup, I think, is what they said.
The Buford Cup.
I think. I don't even know if that's real or not.
Buford T. Justice?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, the Spurs are going to try to get some justice tonight against the Oklahoma City Thunder as they host Game 6 of their series. And we're going to get into this quite a bit later as far as are we going to see Game 7? What can we expect? And hey, guys, developing story here. Yannick Sinner is out of the French Open, dropped 18 of the last 20 games.
I mean, he was 1 game from the win.
Dear, and you're a tennis guy.
Yeah, and he wilted in the exit there.
Oh, my God, like a flower. Wow. What does that mean, wilted? Like he just got tired?
Okay. 1 game from win, wilts in French exit.
A second round loss to 56th ranked Argentine opponent Juan Manuel Cerundolo. That's a hell of a cool name. Cerundolo.
JMC.
That's right, JMC. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're
Kind of flew by.
I
think it's the new setup.
Let's get to 3 for Madness. Spurs, Thunder, Knicks, and the expansion efforts kicking off today in Sacramento. We'll get to all that right after this.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo.
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
Injured at work, slip, trip, or a heavy object fall on you? Fareed Yaguptil, Esquire at DTLA Law Group fights to get you paid while you recover. Don't wait. Protect your rights today. Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit calldowntown.com now. That's Injury Help to 40222. Text rates may apply. Office located at 560 Santa Fe, Los Angeles. Results or outcome may vary. No attorney-client relationship is implied. Visit them at calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com.
Hey there, Mark and Tom, the travel and entertainment guys with you, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip, and with it, here's Mark Hoffman.
The internet is littered with recommendations made by travel influencers. Tales of luxury hotel stays, upgraded flights, spacious cabins on cruise ships, written by the people who experience them. But are these, by and large, honest reviews? The answer is maybe. Certainly, some of the reviewers are upfront in their assessments, but more and more of these influencers are not paying for the experiences they are reviewing. Let me ask you, if you worked in PR for a hotel or cruise line and you comped a travel influencer with a large following, wouldn't your expectation be that the review which followed would be overly positive? Perhaps not objective or honest, but positive. Take those online reviews with a grain of salt, or maybe half a grain.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler. Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
This is Carla Hall for Eggland's Best. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, make sure you're choosing wholesome ingredients like Eggland's Best eggs to plus up your nutrition. With more than 6 times the vitamin D and double the omega-3s and vitamin B12 compared to ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best supports a healthy lifestyle. Available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs. Visit egglandsbest.com to learn more.
Support comes from Amazon Business. You can't rely on guesswork to run your business. With Smart Business Buying, innovative AI tools optimize your purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Empower your team today. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, we're going to get to 3 for Madness here in a moment. Another reminder, busy day. 1 hour from now, the great Sam Amick from The Athletic will be joining us. Get into a lot of NBA conversation. The Knicks are waiting. We have a Game 6 tonight. Will we get to a Game 7? That's coming up also on 3 for Madness. And then about 30 minutes away from Sports Business each and every Thursday, 7:30, Kelly Brothers gives us some insight on all things we need to know sports business-wise and just some other things. But obviously a lot of conversation today will go around the expansion talks before we get to 3 for Madness. Dave, before we do that, there was one thing I was going to tell, one other add-on from the media golf thing yesterday.
Yes.
We all play, you play golf. A lot of people play golf out there. The one thing I realized quickly from the media thing, there's a convoluted rundown with handicap, all this stuff. There's some fun little gimmicks. But they said, which I didn't do, but I'm glad someone in my group did. There was something about, because you're trying to play it as authentically as, you're not supposed to move your ball. I mean, that's the way you hopefully play. But, I always say, like, if you're over in the woods and you're like, I'm going to fluff the ball up or move, I'm like, I don't care. Just play I'm worried about what I'm doing. And then they have a, I think it's 18 inches is a gimme, within 18 inches. Hello. Nice. But they mark the putter and if it's inside the friend zone. So what I realized pretty quickly, I go, ooh, I think I play with a group that's a lot more generous.
Really?
Because you might hit a putt, I'm like, oh, that's within. I go, oh, it's not?
Wow, yeah.
And then over the day, so 9 holes, I think I missed 2 pretty short putts. I go, and then, now it's a 44, right? Because I would have been like, oh, that's good. You're close. That's good. But it was outside the 18 inches, and it might have been closer to like 3 feet, but you're like, I miss those sometimes.
That's why I carry a measuring tape.
Exactly. This is my measurement for a gimme.
Did you know, by the way, Jason, because how do you feel about taking gimmies?
I think if it's like in the honors, I mean, I don't know. I'm okay with it. I think if I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've done this too, like where if you said that's good, I'll go, thank you, I'll take it. I would like to say that, and I go, but I'd like to putt it anyway. If I miss, I will take the gimme because you gave it to me.
Sure, absolutely.
But I would like to putt it and putt it in. But some people play it all the way. I don't know. To each their own. To me, but this I get it because it's a turn. I mean, it's a league, and so I think that the rules are set.
Right,
so
exactly.
I follow it, and so that again, my point being, it's like, oh, I think when the guy go with to Bandon, he'd be like, that's good. And I'm like, okay. And so then I realized, maybe we're a lot more generous because there were a couple putts I had to putt out. I'm like, I know I missed 2, I would say pretty short putts yesterday.
I'm generally okay with it, Jason, but I will say this. personal rule, which is if I'm putting for birdie or God forbid
Oh
eagle,
yeah, for birdie you
doesn't
have
matter.
to.
Gotta
Par,
put it.
I think
You
you have to
gotta
as well.
you gotta put it in.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting tip from the PGA Teachers Club thingy of America.
So
Listen
you're
to this.
playing Pinehurst number 2. You give this birdie putt a little too much juice, and now you're standing there helplessly watching as Donald Ross slowly escorts your ball off the putting green and into the bottom of a deep greenside bunker.
Watch this.
Now you have a decision to make, because this bunker shot has no margin for error. If you played it as it lies, the slightest misstep could spiral into a big number on the scorecard. So if you don't like your chances of getting up and down for bogey, you might be better off taking stroke and distance, which is something you're always allowed to do at any time. And since your last stroke was from the putting green, you actually get to place the ball right back where you started for 1 penalty stroke. Now you have a guaranteed putt for bogey with the added bonus of knowing exactly what it does.
Oh yeah, I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I have one time in my life, had a putt that I rolled it into the bunker. It was terrible.
That's frustrating.
Yes. Terrible putt. Operator error. I can't blame it on anything else. But once. But if I had known that rule, I'd been, I'd put it right back where I did and maybe putt again.
Just once?
Just once.
I did not know that rule.
I didn't either.
I may use that rule at some point.
But I feel like if it was, I think we'd have to be authentic to the league. But like next week, if you, me, and Marsh and Matt George are playing, we're like, yeah, that's good. But I think that's not the spirit of the league.
No. Well, I want to play in the spirit of the league.
Yeah,
I don't
which
want
is
to be
fine.
cheating.
Yeah.
If there's ever a decision, I'm always going to want to decide on the side of whatever's worse for me.
Yeah,
because I don't want that karma.
And then I guess the max score you can have on a hole is an 8, which maybe a par 5 you get an 8 triple bogey, that can happen.
Snowman.
Yeah, but I'm like, my bad hole was a par 3. I'm like, how did I triple? But I did. I had like 2 duff chips and just terrible.
Yeah, chipping's stupid.
I was.
I'm terrible at chipping.
Yeah,
terrible. I need to figure out something at home to just chip away. I suck at chipping, dude. It's
important.
I might be better at chipping, honest to God, with one hand than I am with 2. Because
maybe that's your way.
If I'm trying to if there's a ball off the green, we're playing a scramble, and I'm trying to get it to the people on the green. If I do it one, it always goes blooch. Yeah. But if I'm doing for some reason, it's like I have this spasm in my wrists when I go down to chip. And it's just like, and then the ball either
not an expert, but that's not good.
No, it's not. It either does nothing, or I skull it all the way across the green, and then we're into the bunker.
Yeah,
which is why if I'm anywhere near the green. And unless I'm in rough, I can be in the first cut, I'm putting.
Yes.
Because I'm always going to get it closer with the putter.
I agree with that.
9 times out of 10. 3 for madness. Anthony, at what point do we just at what point is he now, is it?
Chris is the fill-in?
Right, where Chris is going to fill in. Chris is filling in for Jason, next Tuesday? Or for Anthony next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We're already there.
I think we're kind of there.
Yeah.
I'll give it until tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, that's when I'll take over.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, well, whatever the hell Chris is doing, hope he's having fun. 3 for madness. Question 1.
Will the Spurs Thunder series go to a Game 7?
I think so. I think San Antonio, the city is going to be fired up tonight. That crowd is going to be fired up. And this just seems... Now, look, OKC could certainly win tonight. It wouldn't shock me. But I think that everyone's going to... This just seems like a series that's going 7 to me. Yeah.
There's a mood to it. It's so funny because as I see the graphic up there on, what is that, Get Up, the question is, have the Thunder figured out a formula to slow down Wembanyama? I kid you not, 2 days ago... The headline was, have the Spurs figured out a formula to slow down SGA?
Oh, it was? Of course it was.
Because Game 4, he was down. Spurs were great. They wanted the series shifted.
Yeah.
And then Wemby did not have a great Game 5.
No.
So now
now they've figured it out.
It's even. It's a really even series. Yeah. If I'm picking, I think the Spurs will win tonight. Yeah. I think they'll have a Game 7.
If you forced me to, and obviously things could change tonight, but where things stand right now, this seems like a series that will go 7, and Oklahoma City would win it. That would be my guess.
I could see it.
But it's 55-45 maybe. I have not looked yet, and so that's why I have to turn the monitor now because you're sitting next to me. Who is favored and by how much?
I'm actually going to go OKC 1.5.
Okay.
I feel like I might be wrong on this one, but
I'm going to go the other way, 1.5. I think it's Spurs.
And I'm going to go Spurs. I was going to say Spurs 2.5 from the jump. I'll say Spurs 2.5. You might be right.
I don't know.
We do not have a correct answer. The Spurs are favored.
Oh, okay.
By 3.5.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Interesting. I mean, it probably is, and I'm just trying to be
The
dramatic.
league wants 7.
Yeah, Adam Silver put the call in. That's what that means.
Yeah, because you know what? If there's one thing I know about NBA ratings, it's they want to draw on that San Antonio, Oklahoma City double market.
Yeah, 7 games of it.
7 games of it.
They got the Riverwalk.
You don't think they want a weekend game?
I think they do. I mean, I know the Knicks
It'd be
do.
an empty weekend.
Oh, my. Right?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Let's go 7.
Let's go 7. Let's do it. Number 2.
Question 2.
The Knicks will have over a week of rest before facing the Western Conference champion. Bigger advantage or disadvantage?
Well, it's a bigger advantage. I think it's a bigger advantage because they have a chance to, there's no major starter injuries going on or anything with them. But look, at this point of the year, you probably haven't played 82 plus, but the team has played 82 plus. There's always going to be knocks and bruises and scrapes and cuts and, fatigue and whatever. Could they, and here's why I think it's really an advantage, because Oklahoma City or San Antonio are going to have home court advantage. Now, if the Knicks had home court advantage, I'd bristle a little bit, because here's why. The one thing people say about layoffs is, oh, God, worst time for a layoff. They've won all these games in a row. They're in the rhythm. Now they're going to be rusty. Okay, and that might be right. But if you're going to be rusty and you're going to lose a game in part for your rustiness, lose a game on the road, which you're probably supposed to do anyways. Now, if this was opening at Madison Square Garden and you lose that one, this is a little different. And I think both the Thunder and the Spurs would far rather switch spots with the Knicks and maybe be a little bit rusty, but get a chance to heal up, because with the Thunder, you've got A.J. Mitchell, you've got Jalen Williams, you've got a handful of guys that are hurting, and then you got Fox, you got Harper, you got a handful of guys with the Spurs that are hurting, and I don't think it's telling tales out of school that odds would say that those are going to get a little exacerbated over 2 more games, and you also have 1, maybe 2 more chances for other injuries to pile up. So, yeah, I think the Knicks have the advantage there.
I wanted to look back at just not that long ago. The Knicks beat the Sixers 144-114 in Game 4. So that was a sweep.
Yeah.
Cavs went 7.
Yeah.
They have 10 days off, so it's like, okay, what happened in Game 1? They had to come from 20-plus down to win. So it's their big win, but they figured out a way to win. Maybe there was some of that, lost the rhythm. But, yeah, if I have a preference, I would rather have the time off. I think there's advantages. The biggest advantage they could get, and they're not going to root for this, but it's a reality that could happen, there is at minimum 1 more game in the West. And I don't know, Jalen Williams is already hurt. Fox is banged. Something can happen in a game. Wemby could get out, or SG. I mean, weird things can happen. More opportunities for the Spurs or Thunder to have another injury. You can spend a day scouting. Hey, we're just focusing on the Spurs, or now we're going to lock in on the Thunder because they're up a game. I just think you have more time to scout. There should be benefits in this for the Knicks, I think.
I agree with you, and I'd rather be in their spot. By the way, I love your point about that Cleveland game, because not that we know this, but that would lend itself to the idea they were down 20-something points and came back to win. That smells like rusty to me.
It does.
That smells like a little bit of rust, and that wore off in game, as a matter of fact. I don't know if that's the reason why, but that would lend itself to it. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
The Sacramento expansion effort kicks off today. What are Sacramento's chances?
From the text line from Nick. What kind of Mickey Mouse golf league is this? Gimmies, come on. Put the damn ball no matter the distance. And yes, no fruit and beer, and I drive a lifted truck. Yeah, no, I there are golf purists out there. You know what I say?
18 inches is really close. I mean, a foot and a half. How do I word this? You're making faces.
I was thinking.
This is not a gimme.
No,
from me to you right now.
It's not.
I'd have to putt this.
No, look. 18 inches is significant. I don't think that's a gimme. I think that's something that you have to. I think if it comes to something like 18 inches, that's something that you have to choke down and really concentrate. And because if you go too hard, you're looking at a 3-putt.
I think it's too much. I've heard that many people prefer the gimmies a little bit.
I think 18 inches, if we're being honest, is too much.
Yeah.
I think it seems like it's a help, but I think it's a hindrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the standard
gimme?
Yeah, a lot of people say inside the letter.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
Well, they say it depends on what part of the world you're playing in, but I would say for me, I think the overall probably 6. I think 6 inches is a gimme. I think that's right around. I think that's right. What is that about the length? A little under the length of the grip, but shorter than the shaft. I would say that. That's what I would. That's what if you're going to do.
What league are you in?
Yeah. I'm in the 4 league. We play skins. Question 3.
Who's more comfortable over there?
I don't like being this close to you. We already did the question, didn't
I'll
we?
ask it again.
Yeah.
The Sacramento expansion effort kicks off today. What are Sacramento's chances?
Well,
that was the question.
We work in the world of sports, and so everything is based on numbers, Jason. I would say this. I would say based on, and this is my handicapping of it, I would say based on the hurdles they have in front of them, but also some of the hurdles that seem very hurdleable based on the competition. I think Sacramento, as it stands right now, has a 35% chance of being successful at acquiring an expansion team. Here's the thing. If they are able to land an attractive, and I don't mean by looks, I mean financial.
But that would help.
I don't think it would hurt.
Yeah.
An attractive and dynamic and most importantly, vettable, meaning their finances, everything is it's an owner that MLB would welcome in. I think their chances go from 35 to 75.
Ooh,
I think that is
killer whale.
I think that is the entire
They've gone
ballgame.
from humpback to killer.
I think right now, let's be clear. Their competition and the city that is in the driver's seat is Salt Lake City. That they are in the driver's seat, and as of today, I would put everything on Salt Lake City getting an expansion team, 100%. But, and I'll lay out the case. Sacramento helped Major League Baseball get rid of the big Excedrin headache by being an Airbnb for John Fisher for 2, perhaps 3 years. That doesn't mean baseball is going to put their finger on the scale, but it certainly ingratiated the city of Sacramento and these folks to baseball and created a dialogue. Secondly, other candidates are going to talk about how they can support Major League Baseball. Sacramento has an opportunity to say, we have supported Major League Baseball. We basically have a test balloon playing here 81 times a year for 2+ years. Third, the major competition is Salt Lake City. When you look at the area of Salt Lake and the area of Sacramento, they're very similar in what's called DMA or whatever you want to call it. But when you zoom out on that metro, the more you zoom out, the bigger Sacramento is in comparison to Salt Lake City. On top of that, and this isn't going to play well on Twitter, and this isn't going to play well on YouTube, but the reality of the situation is you have a lot of orphaned athletics fans that don't want anything to do with John Fisher, and rightfully so. But they sure as hell aren't going to be Giants fans, but they love baseball. Now, I'm not talking about the people that are going to respond to this on social media. I'm talking about the people that love baseball and they're orphans right now and they're not going to give John Fisher a penny. But if Mortimer McShnerd comes in and owns the new Sacramento Railroads, there's going to be some people from the 530, from the 707, from the 209 that were diehard athletics fans that will add to the fan base. This is not an arguable statement. There will be, I just don't know how many folk from there, and that's going to factor into the plan. Whereas Salt Lake City has Real Salt Lake in MLS. They have, obviously, the Utah Jazz, and they just got an NHL team from, Phoenix a year or two ago. They have the Mammoth. They have 3 major league mouths to feed, not to mention university presence and all that stuff. They have all those mouths to feed right now. Whereas Sacramento, which is actually a bigger market than Salt Lake, the greater area, has 1 major league team. They have the Republic, which are trying to go MLS, but have not. They have 1 major league team only. Even if Salt Lake doesn't get baseball and Sacramento does, it'll still be 2 major league teams for Sacramento, 3 for Salt Lake. But Salt Lake has ownership. Salt Lake has stadiums. Salt Lake has a ready-to-go turnkey. Imagine if you're buying a house, they have the furniture. They're all set and ready to go. Full credit to them. But if Sacramento is able to land a vettable owner on top of the stadium stuff that they have ready to go, or that they'll announce later today, on top of what they've done for and with the athletics in Major League Baseball, on top of replacing a California team as well, and don't make any mistakes about it, baseball loves having multiple California teams. I think it all comes down to the ownership, Chase.
Yeah.
Period. That's the ball game.
Yeah, can we? One part of the conversation I think is interesting that you can make a compelling argument on each side of this is the Kings in this.
Yes,
because of some of their ownership of the land and of the field and areas around it. I can make arguments to go, yeah, get behind it, be supportive, which they appear to be.
Yeah.
But also, if it doesn't happen, you're still the one team in this.
Yes,
I think the Kings angle is. I think it's going to be more beneficial.
Yes,
but I think it's an interesting talking point in it.
Well, I think one thing that benefits the Kings here, and to be clear, the Kings are involved. They are involved in the sense that a lot that land, that property, and I think it's very important to have everybody rowing in the same direction.
Correct.
Now, I think it's also worth noting that the Major League Baseball season spans from April to late October. The National Basketball Association season spans from early October until April. So the seasons are almost completely opposite.
Yeah.
So you're not talking about direct issues. Now,
there was one day this year that had a double. Then they hyped the doubleheader.
Exactly. So I think it makes sense for the Kings to be involved. But let me be clear. When I say I think it's 75% chance if the Kings, if this expansion effort can land a whale and a vettable owner, please understand that I'm not saying it's a 75% chance. What are their chances of landing a vettable whale that is able to come to an agreement with them? I think that's probably 35-70. That's the tough one.
Yeah.
It has to make sense. Where is the money coming from? Why would it make financial sense for a billionaire to come in here to a market he does not or she does not live in? Why would they want to put out an outlay of probably $3 billion? What is in it for them? Why would this investment be better than whatever their investments are right now? Why would they not grab a Tampa Bay or another baseball team that may be struggling and relocate them to the market of their choice? I understand that sports and people will hear what I just said and say, well, listen, sports are it's a glamour thing. Well, it is a glamour thing, but please also understand of the 3 major sports, baseball is the least glamorous. Hal Steinbrenner, okay, could not George when he was around, but Hal, I'm pretty confident, could walk today down the streets of Sacramento and take a 2-hour walk down the streets of Sacramento at 1:30 in the afternoon in normal clothes. He might get recognized once. Maybe.
That's iffy.
That's real. I would say no. Whereas you're an NBA owner, you're courtside, you're palling around with 50 Cent and, Kelsey Grammer. You're an NFL owner, you got Taylor Swift in your box and Travis Kelce's people and all that. Baseball is the least glamorous. And then when it comes to, what about ownership and equity percentage? And this is something that got misconstrued when I said it a few weeks ago. I said from a percentage standpoint over the last few years, the WNBA is actually a better investment than Major League Baseball. And please understand the key to what I just said. From a percentage standpoint, the franchise valuations in the WNBA, the point of entry is far lower, and percentage-wise, their equities have increased far more than Major League Baseball.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that, whether you're in Sacramento, which they're going to have the announcement today, Salt Lake that you mentioned, Portland, Nashville, Montreal, all the people that seem to be interested in, they got to see what's going to happen with the sport.
That's right.
I mean, that's a critical thing that's going to happen with this potential lockout. And what's it going to look like on the other side? Mm-hmm. And if I'm had the billions or the ability, that would be a huge factor in whether I whale in Sacramento, in Salt Lake, wherever, on what the future of the sport is.
It's a hell of a point, Jason, because these people are buying in. And if there is, and we believe it's almost a guarantee, you saw the Players Association made a proposal, and then the ownership said, yeah, right, good luck. It's almost a certainty amongst baseball circles that there will be a labor stoppage. And we've seen two major ones in our lifetimes. And in both cases, the sport almost seemingly never recovered. And the last time it recovered, you had Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire and the steroids that they turned a blind eye to. You're not going to have that this time. So you're buying into what will, over the immediacy, almost certainly be a depleting or struggling asset overall that is going to have to rebuild itself.
I think it should come back with that. No steroids, but metal bats.
Metal bats is fine.
Get baseball back.
Get aluminum in there. We'll take a break. Lots more on this when we come back. Kelly Brothers, he joins us for his regular Thursday appearance, and we'll talk about the Fernando Tatis lawsuits, college sports, Sac Republic, and I'm sure we'll touch on baseball as well before we get to Samuel Amick at 8 a.m. Big show for you today. We'll be right back after this.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-330-8323 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-330-8323. That's 800-330-8323. What do you have to lose? Call 800-330-8323. Again, 800-330-8323.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd. To the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I'm talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Memorial Day sales event?
One word, options. Right now you can finance your new 2026 Ram 1500 with our lowest rate option of 2.9% APR for 72 months with no payments for 90 days. That will save you thousands in finance charges.
But what if I'm looking for a lower payment?
Then you can take advantage of our 4.9% APR financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days. Either way, you're saving big, and you can get the new Ram of your dreams waiting at Hoblet.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
Must finance through SFS for qualified buyers. 2.9% APR for 72 months equals $1,515 per thousand borrowed. 4.9% APR for 84 months equals $1,408 per thousand borrowed. No payment for 90 days on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Offers cannot be combined with other incentives. Excludes Ram 1500 RHO and Tungsten models. Sample VIN 42368. See dealer for details.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Hope you're enjoying, by the way, this weather.
You should be.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. And you know what I just discovered, Jason?
What's that?
When I was at Costco over the weekend, they had a sale on ham.
On what?
Ham.
Uh-huh.
So, but they put it in the outside fridge, and I forgot we had a whole ham, a spiral ham. That means ham tonight, ham and bean soup tomorrow.
Oh.
Maybe our final soup of the year.
Could be.
We'll let you know how that goes. Joining us right now, the one, the only, Kelly Brothers. He's good at business. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning. Yeah, a little June gloom, guys. I love it. Come on, this is L.A. weather, isn't it?
Love it.
You're right.
Absolutely love it. And get ready. As I told Jason yesterday, it's his favorite type of weather. Starting next week, it becomes summertime. Well, hey, Jason, you'll be happy to know this. What was 102 yesterday, now is 95 degrees.
There you go. Hey, we'll be June next week.
We'll be in the 90s.
Yeah.
Kelly,
hey, you guys were talking about baseball.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw in.
I was going to ask you that.
First of all, do not doubt for a minute that other sports leagues are not like gearing up and setting programming schedules to take advantage of the hole in the schedule next summer if this all comes to pass.
Right.
Football, golf. I mean, they are going to they're going to do whatever they can because that is a huge hole in the middle of summer to have baseball disappear. And if they screw this up again, the other leagues I think will be unforgiving. The other thing I think I hate to say it, one thing working against Sacramento is there is no one against Portland. There is no one against Salt Lake City. The Giants do not want a team in Sacramento.
Yep, you're right. Fortunately, and I did check this because you're 100% right, Kelly. Unlike San Jose or any of that region, the Giants do not have territorial rights that we would need them to give up. They don't have those rights.
They'd have a vote.
They would have a vote. They would have one vote, but ultimately – the pitch, and I heard this from somebody involved in the situation, said, hey, don't just assume, because I said, the Giants will vote no. There's no doubt about that. Why would they possibly vote yes? And somebody said, hey, look, the pitch to the Giants to vote yes is twofold. First off, regardless of what the city is, Portland, Salt Lake, Sacramento, Rob Manfred's going to want a unanimous vote. So there's that. That doesn't mean they have to do it. But secondly, and this kind of caught my ear, if the Giants were to not object to Sacramento having an expansion team, the only compelling reason is it would effectively lock out any future competition in the Bay Area. There are thoughts that at some point Oakland gets their crap together and there could be a groundswell of bring baseball back to Oakland. There could be, let's call it Joe Lacob that buys the Tampa Bay Rays from Sheldon Sternberg and brings them to Oakland and revives and all those threats would go away if Sacramento got an expansion team because there's absolutely no chance you would have two Bay Area teams and a Sacramento team. But Kelly, I know I'm reaching there, but I thought that was interesting.
No, I think it's a legitimate point. But not only do the Giants not want this competition 80 miles from them, but I think they love having their AAA team in Sacramento. They love having Logan Webb be able to go 80 miles and pitch a rehab start and drive back the same night. I mean, that's and that would go away, obviously. And that's minor in the big scheme of things. But I hope they can pull it together. These games are a lot of fun. I mean, the A's are playing great. I give them full credit.
Kelly, I know generally most people believe keep politicians and government out of sports, but sometimes they collide. Looks like Congress is getting involved in college sports because it is out of control. What's the latest of what Congress is trying to do?
Well, there's a bipartisan bill working its way through the Senate Commerce Committee, which is chaired by Ted Cruz out of Texas, and it's the Protect College Sports Act. I'm shocked that college sports hasn't done this on their own. I'm shocked college sports hasn't at least gotten together to appoint a benevolent dictator commissioner, Nick Saban type, to walk in and set rules and handle it themselves as opposed to having Congress get involved. But what's working its way through Congress would enforce spending limits on athlete compensation. Now, it's still unclear whether that is by the universities itself or all compensation. Are you still going to have booster clubs who can drop an extra $1 million on the lap of a great offensive tackle? The big ones to me are it would restrict student athletes to one unrestricted transfer where they do not in any way lose eligibility during their college careers. It would also say you have to complete your college eligibility within 5 calendar years. It would also bar professional players from returning to college, something that's been picking up as borderline professional players are realizing, wait a minute, I can make $2.5 million a year in college, so I'm going to go back. It's going to bar that. It would also prevent schools from poaching head coaches during the active season. You can call that the Lane Kiffin rule if you want. But I mean, and that, that's the question. When does the season end? Is it when the regular season ends? Is it when every bowl game is done? And then it would, also have some rules regarding how conferences could be formed and how could they sell or, participate in broadcast revenue. So it's working its way through Congress. And bottom line is I'm a little surprised college football has allowed it to get to this point and not fix the problem itself.
No, because it's college football. And so they'll screw it up one way or the other. Kelly, speaking of young folk playing sports and getting paid, Fernando Tatis, this is a very interesting thing that a lot of us, including yourself, have been following. Had made a deal as a youngster. I think he got a couple $1 million up front in exchange for, 10% of his future earnings, sued to nullify that deal, lost, and now the company that fronted him the money is going to make quite the penny off of this.
Absolutely. The company is called Big League Advance. And remember, when Tatis was paid this, he didn't have 2 nickels to rub together, right?
Yeah.
And
wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Actually, I've wondered about that. Do we know that? Because his dad played Major League Base. His dad hit 2 grand slams in an inning. I have always wondered, and I've never gotten an answer. Why did Fernando Tatis Jr. need this? It doesn't strike me that he came from an impoverished family, if that makes sense.
No, but he publicly said, hey, that $2 million allowed him to hire a trainer to eat better food.
Sure, okay.
To upgrade his apartment. So he has praised this group in the past. So, yeah, he took $2 million for 10% of future earnings. Then he signs a $340 million contract. So carry the one. You've got $34 million going back to Big League Advance.
So far.
That's right. That's a lot of money. This is just on his baseball contract, not on his other stuff. And this is a big deal because Big League Advance also has deals with Ellie De La Cruz and 700 different athletes where they identify, these what they think are going to be great athletes. They offer them money up front for 10% or some percentage. And boy, it's a numbers game to them. Hey, if 2 out of 10 of these players come through, we get all our money back and then some.
Well, that's a good one to choose on, for Tatis. As far as locally, we're talking about baseball today, Kelly, but also the Republic. They've been in the works. They're working on the stadium. I know there's some talk already about the suites. What have you learned about that with the Republic?
Yeah, they say they're selling them. I haven't seen the prices yet. I'm sure you have or Dave has, but it looks like they're going to have 27 suites in the new stadium. 15 executive suites, 12 on the field. Each will accommodate 12 ticket holders, and the ones on the field include unlimited food and drink. And the tough part, Dave, here for the Kings. Well, I mean, the good news for the soccer team is, all right, if the A's just move on to Vegas as planned, okay, you're going to have people who are paying money now for the A's, and they're going to be like, okay, what's next? If the Kings are in the situation they are currently in, boy, you're going to have people flipping and looking for another option for their hospitality dollar, no doubt about it. So the timing could be really good for the Sac Republic.
Yeah.
Depending on, how things play out the next year or so.
What's interesting too, Kelly, your point about the suites that are on the field too, it's a very unique thing. It's players having to dribble around those suites while they're trying to go downfield. That's
right in the middle of the field.
Right in the middle. Yeah, there's going to be one right at center core or the center of the pitch, and then there's one over here. So it's
like obstacles.
You can also, though, pass the ball off the suites and ricochet it down, kind of like a hockey pass.
So you're really in the game.
You are like EA Sports. So you're in the game. So, hey, I'd pay a premium for that.
If you put Wemby in that middle suite right in the middle of the field, but you better not kick over it.
Yeah. I want him to do it where it's like at the bull riding, where they have the little thing in the middle that you can they let some people go in and watch, and it's got the cage around it. So I was in that once. I had the opportunity to watch, I think, 3 different rides in there, and oh, by the way, it was the one time I've ever seen where one of the bulls bucked a dude off and then made a beeline to that cage. I actually got it on video and just horned the cage and shook the whole thing. And let's just say I had planned on staying for the whole event, but I suddenly felt the need to change my shorts, and we left early.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
No, I saw that at PBR this year. I was wondering what that was. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I had a friend who once did a safari in Africa, and they do what's called a reverse zoo. They bring you out in the middle of the savannah, and they put you out there, and they put up a fence around you. In the middle of the night, they turn on the lights, and you see all the animals who came to look at you.
Oh, man.
Hopefully not as a meal.
No. Yeah. I feel like most of it, though, is as a meal.
Yeah.
Wow. It's always fun. Kelly, appreciate you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
See you guys. Over and out.
Over and out. That is Kelly Brothers. We'll take a break. Speaking of baseball, when we come back, we will go around the diamond, and I'll save you the tease here. Same bat time, same bat channel, rinse and repeat. And we'll get a Jason Ross report from the ballpark. We'll do all that right after this.
Welcome in for another edition of Story Time with Matt George. Take it away, Matt.
Killa, a gentleman pulls up in front of me, and you can hear the bass in this dude's car.
Okay, go on.
Your boy is not one as a nerd to yuck anybody's yum in terms of nerddom. I have the entire map from Lord of the Rings tattooed on my arm for life.
What could he possibly have been listening to?
It was EDM in a made-up language. I'm not joking.
Can you sing a few bars for us?
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Never a dull moment, right? Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Support comes from Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast, free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks so you can make smarter decisions faster. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Celebrate America's 250th with our limited edition O'Reilly Brake Parts Cleaner. 2 for $8 at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Looking for a new truck? Looking to save money? At Folsom Chevy, they can help you with both. Get Memorial Day savings now. Every new 2026 Trax in stock going for $3,500 under MSRP. Great price and great mileage. For General Manager Eric Wilson and his team, it starts and stops with you and your experience. Hop on Highway 50, Folsom Chevy, between the Hazel and Folsom exits at the Folsom Auto Mall, or go to folsomchevy.com. From the mountains to the levee, think Folsom Chevy.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
This feeling is brought to you by Aleve for back pain relief. What feeling is that, you ask? Well, it's the feeling you feel when you have relief from back pain. That move how you want to, not how you have to feeling. That keep going through your day without slowing down feeling. The kind that brings you back to yourself all day long without interruption. Oh yeah. Because Aleve offers long-lasting pain relief. Feel up to 12 hours of back pain relief with 1 dose. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Just say that the whole time. That's the whole show. It's kind of addictive. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross. Anthony, have you ever been a Tony?
Here I am.
Yeah.
Jason calls me Tony.
Who does?
Jason.
You call him Tony?
Deuce calls me Tony.
Tony?
I call him Tony.
Tony.
Has done it again.
The Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done saying filling in for Chris Verlade. Chris Verlade is now filling in for, and that's how we should introduce Chris Verlade.
The Anthony takeover?
Yeah. When Chris comes back Tuesday, have you noticed, though, like, God, my heart rate's down, blood pressure down, just kind of calm. You know,
it's good for you.
Streak ends. Streak's over.
Yeah,
sorry.
You were fine with it.
Totally fine with it. But there's another streak that's kind of.
What are you alluding to?
Rearing its not attractive head. That's the Ross Mush. Jason was in attendance yesterday.
That's your assumption.
Daytime baseball.
You didn't ask if I went to the game.
I asked you. Oh,
you asked before if I was going.
Oh, did you end up not going?
Oh, I went.
Oh, you went. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's just say this. I don't think there's any other way to put this, and I'm not trying to be unkind. The Mariners kicked the absolute living blank out of the Athletics.
Can you recite the scores of the 3 games?
I absolutely can. They outscored the A's 22-4, 9-1 yesterday, 4-1 the day before, 9-2 the day before that.
I went to 2 games. Guess which 2?
I'm going to go with games 1 and 3.
Correct.
So in your attendance, you were outscored 18-3.
I had been saying, I think, I don't have this factually, I could do so, it would take 2 minutes of research, but I believe I've been to now the 4 worst home losses.
Well, let's just, I would imagine you can tell us this semi off the top of your head, but were you at any of the San Diego games?
Wait, if you go to the beginning, it's easier for me
Let's go to the
way.
beginning. Okay. Any of the Toronto, no, they opened at Toronto. Any of the Houston games?
I was. Guess which one, Dave?
I'm going to go with 11-4.
They won that game.
Oh, I'm sorry. 11-0.
Correct.
I apologize. I read that wrong. Okay. You went to all 3 Yankee games, correct?
No, those were in New York.
Oh, I'm an idiot. How about I look at the @ sign? Texas?
Yeah, which one do you think I went to?
I'm going to go with the 8-1.
That's correct.
Okay.
Loss.
Yeah. These are, yes. Also, the White Sox.
Did not attend.
Okay. Royals.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it's one of the wins. I think it's the middle one.
Okay, so that's 5-2. I'm going to write the wins down here. I don't need a lot of room. 5-2. All right, how about the Guardians, Jason?
Yeah, which one do you think I went to?
I'm going to go with the 14-6 loss.
Correct.
Okay, so we'll put that up there. Cardinals?
Yes.
Okay.
The 6-2 win, actually.
Okay.
They only won one game in that series. And
right.
Kurtz hit a slam.
Giants.
I did not go to a game in that series.
And then you went to, how many of these? Oh, you went
the
to
9-2 and the 9-1.
Okay, so that is 18.
So I have 2 wins and I believe 6 losses, 5 losses, 6.
Well, let's see. 1 and 10. Okay. And then, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've been to 6 games.
2 and 4.
You were 2 and 4. That's not. You know what I mean? Look, that's not.
No,
great,
I have more than 4 losses, don't I?
Well, I have. Oh, I'm sorry because I combined the 18 to 3. Yeah. So
2 and 5.
2 and 5. Sorry, I combined those.
The run differential is.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get the run differential in a second. 11-4. Okay. So in the wins, the A's have outscored their opponent. In the 2 wins you've been to, the A's have outscored their opponents 11-4.
So +7.
+7.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's okay.
And we'll end it there.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't. In your 5 losses, they have been outscored 51-10. That is a -41.
It's a -34.
-34.
I speculated after the first 2 games, would I ever get over? Would I ever get to plus? Well, it's getting worse.
So your record this year basically is you when attending A's games are 2 and 6.
2 and 5.
2 and 5.
Yeah.
Hey, how come I'm so stupid?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what you get for being a high school dropout. 2 and 5 with a -34.
Yeah.
That means, Jason, out of the 7 games you have attended, you're just about at an average of 5-0.
Of a
5-run loss.
Yeah.
And when we look a little bit deeper here, the the Athletics of baseball are now in second place by a half a game. Been a while.
Yeah.
Been a while since they've been second. And their run differential, Jason, is -25. Now, your personal run differential is -34 in just 7 games. Whereas their run differential over, what would it be here, 56 games is -25. I would say this, take Jason Ross games, wins and losses out of the equation. They're sitting on a nice lead, and they're in a plus run differential.
What are you saying?
I'm saying
all the pitches and lack of hits I've had.
You know, there is something called aura
in
the world. Just
I feel like I give off a good aura.
They do say that in baseball, especially, vibes is a big thing.
Some bad vibes.
Yeah. And this ties together because
the Yankees are coming in town.
I know.
And I will be there for a couple games.
Bring in the bad vibes.
And
they took 2 of 3 in New York.
Yeah, the Yankees have won 4 in a row. We talked a couple weeks ago about the expansion process, and I had said, and I do believe I'm correct about this, that the single greatest thing that could aid the Athletics, Sacramento, in getting an expansion team would be for the Athletics to have a deep postseason run. And in a Disney movie, I'm willing to say this. If they were able to get ownership in place here and the Athletics won the World Series this year, I would all but guarantee expansion in Sacramento. Yeah. All but guarantee.
That's all they have to do.
It would just be, you would have that place rocking. It would be all over national TV. People would say, this is, there's only 12,000 people here, but it's louder than 99% of the stadiums I've ever heard in my life. But in order to get there, and I'm tying this all together, they're going to have to win the division or get the wild card and make their way through. Now, you are 2 and 5. with a minus 34. So the question now becomes this, and we'll do a 4 for madness. Jason, is Sacramento's chances at expansion success directly affected by your attendance of lack thereof to ball games? Are you in fact responsible for whether or not we get expansion baseball?
I feel like I'm an unfair person to ask. I'm too close to it. I think you and Anthony would have to answer
Anthony, do you think that Jason, I don't want to be too dramatic here or deal in hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Is Jason Ross the single greatest hurdle to expansion in Sacramento?
Yeah, I'm not going to be hyperbolic here either.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think he is. And I think it's a vibes thing.
And I think that's just unfortunate because
good vibes here, not at the stadium.
Good vibrations. Yeah. You know,
we've got a track record.
We got a track record. And by the way, Jason was very involved and very present in the fight for the Sacramento Kings, and that turned out well.
Good vibes.
But did he maybe use up all the good vibes on that? Because nobody wants expansion baseball here more than Jason. Nobody loves Sacramento more than Jason. Jason's a super nice guy. My mom said it yesterday.
That was sweet. That was the highlight of my
nice.
day.
That was highlight of my day too. Yeah. She said I was. I think when it came to birthing me, I forget the word she used, but it was
chore.
Yeah, it was something like that. And it was Richie, our program director. Actually, hey, look who texted me.
Oh, Barack
Obama did. What did Barack say? I woke up at 6:30 a.m. and I can't go back to sleep, but I really want to. Well, that's because I took Barack's phone last night, and he wants it back.
Oh, okay.
Because he was sleeping in way too much. If you missed yesterday's show, I'm changing family member names to contact names of celebrities and all. It actually is a very, very good bit.
I think in the game yesterday, there was a moment where I did not help the vibes. Can I explain?
Oh, yeah. I appreciate you being honest. Oh, my mom said, quote, "You were not good. It wasn't so much the pain, it was the anguish." She loves Jason, and I filled her with anguish. Go ahead, Jason.
For the first time in probably the 2 years I've been at the games, I had the closest attempt at a foul ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, just so people understand, whereabouts are you in the park?
On the concourse, basically.
Oh,
so there's the bowl, the lower, and there's only, I guess, one upper little area at Sutter Health Park there. But at the top, so it's like there's 29 rows of seats, and then the 30th is literally on the top, on the concourse.
Okay.
So, or in the shade where to protect the overhangs above us.
That's nice.
And it was a foul ball that was coming back, and it's like, there's usually a joke, oh, I got it. And it's like, 35 people away. So
right.
That's mine.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's us. That's us. And then all of a sudden it was like heart racing a little bit, like, oh my gosh, this is really coming here.
Yeah.
And I didn't stand up, and neither did my friend that I was with. And we're looking at it. And then it got to a point where and you see all this major backspin, and then it disappeared because the overhang. And so I went to the spot that's going to hit me either in the face or in the.
Yeah.
So I did a turn of the face, protect the.
Oh.
Yeah, because we have a rail in front. Like, it's going to hit the rail and chip my teeth. And I guess it grazed the awning and then went down. But I mean, if I had stood up, I probably would have. No, it's not quite coming here. And right after that happened, get a text from the lovely and talented Sean Cunningham that said, "Make a play, make a play," instead of.
Wow. Oh, I wonder if he has video.
I don't know.
Oh, there's got to be video.
It never hit us either, but it was tracking. Oh, it was the 8th.
It was the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th. Oh, I have all those games DVR'd.
I don't think he videoed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, did he see it on TV or was he there?
I mean, he was there. Had to have been. Yeah, because I don't think you would have seen it on TV.
Oh, I got you. I thought maybe the camera followed it. Okay, well, we got a break.
But maybe that could have.
A couple of things. You don't take your glove to the game? Okay.
I got him.
All right, and then secondly,
these mitts usually.
You didn't stand up. You didn't make a play.
No, because at first I was like, it's not good. Yeah. That is. And then it was too late of a reaction.
Lastly, we do have to go. Have you, and it's fine, I wouldn't be offended. I just honestly am curious. Yeah, I assume you have not worn your A's bucket hat yet.
I have not. Well, in here I did.
No, but I'm saying.
I could have.
Maybe consider
Wearing it to the Yankee series?
I'm just saying to break the streak.
Okay. I'll consider.
All right. He'll consider. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll consider Evan Sam Amico.
Let's do it.
And we'll do that right after this. Word from Hoblet. The hey, you look like that guy fee. With Hoblet, there's no hidden fees. What you see is what you pay. You can check it out online. Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices on unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. Sam Amick next.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
All right, second half of the program on an expansion Thursday. As Sacramento looking to officially announce that they are throwing their baseball caps in the ring for expansion. Anthony, are we good to go? Joining us right now, I believe, if I have his travel schedule right. Lead NBA writer for The Athletic, native of Pleasanton, proud Sacramentan now, from San Antonio, Texas, or perhaps a suburb. Sam Amick. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, gentlemen. Out here in San Antonio, downtown, near the Riverwalk. Lovely day sitting on my beautiful balcony. How are you guys?
Wow.
Well, you're missing out on drizzle.
Yeah, rain in Sacramento.
60s right now. The last bastion of spring. Dare I say? You're in San Antonio. So, did you get a puffy taco?
I'll tell you about that in a second.
Okay.
Perfect segue. My oldest son, Ryder, just called and was bemoaning the fact that because his father's gone, he had to get up early and go protect some things in the backyard from the rain. So shout out Ryder.
Shout out Ryder. Well done, Ryder.
Yeah.
Good job. That's being, you know what? That's being the man of the house.
Yeah.
Well, Dad's gone. Good for
That's
him.
what I said. And I told him, and he said, begrudgingly. And I said, well, that's life. We do things begrudgingly.
It is.
Dave, I went to a Mexican spot yesterday. Shout out Rosario's here in San Antonio.
Shout out Rosario's. Well done.
Yes. Free marketing for everybody.
Yeah.
I asked the nice waitress how she felt about puffy tacos, and I was ready to do it. But admittedly, there's a bunch of good things on the menu, and I just wanted a professional opinion. And she's like, "Oh, they're fine."
Oh, she went with the "they're fine," which then you can't order it, right?
Oh, wow.
No, right. So then we ended up with the chicken chipotle dish. So,
and was it good?
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah. I've now
you lost
I've been
Dave.
thinking about. I know it's been twice. I've been to Rosario's twice, and I have not done the puffy tacos. I did the chicken mole the first time.
Do you remember chicken mole is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but
I prefer guacamole.
Do you remember the waitress's name, perchance?
I don't.
Okay.
Are you going to report her?
No, I'm just saying, let's call her, I don't know, Martha sounds like a waitress. Let's call her Martha. Maybe trust your boy you've known for 2 decades plus over Martha that you've known for 5 minutes is all I'm saying.
I see.
I mean, she lives and breathes that restaurant. You know what I mean? She's there every day.
Oh, good point. Well, look, and this is always done.
I still have time.
You do still have time.
To basketball. Maybe the Spurs will pull this off, and I'll spend more time.
See?
In San Antonio.
Oh, so they have to win tonight and win in OKC for you to get another run in San Antonio for the Knicks Spurs finals. Try a puffy taco.
Unless I went today, but that's probably not happening.
That's probably not. All right. But look, before we start, let me just say this too. And I feel bad doing this based on what the news Sam just dropped on us, but with full apologies to our YouTube guy who will say worthless chatter ends at 5:15 or whatever and link it on the YouTube chat. You may call this worthless chatter. I think this is important. We don't do this enough. You know,
we should have him on the show, by the way.
I would love to. I actually think it's a couple guys, maybe the same guy with two different. Jason, when we were named the number one rated sports show in Sacramento, any station, anytime slot, we made it a point to thank the fans thank the listeners, I should say, for being with us.
Yeah.
And it occurred to me that part of the show, it's not just you and I and the texters and the callers, but it's also our guests. It's everything that goes, the digital team and all that. Now, Sam has been with us forever.
Oh, he's appointment listener.
And we've known Sam a very, very long time. Sam is the lead NBA writer for The Athletic. He's worked for Sports Illustrated. He's worked for, he's worked everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, including the Sacramento Bee. And I don't think I do this enough, Sam. You could do a lot of different things with your time, but here you are in San Antonio on the road, away from your family. Your son's having to save things in the backyard, and you're coming on with us at 8 a.m. every single Thursday, tech difficulties or not. I just want to shout you out, friend and all, for not just being a part of this show and what it means to Jason and what it means to me and the listeners, but also your loyalty. We don't take it for granted.
What's happening right now?
No, I just want to say thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Dave.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Yep.
Did he win Writer of the Year?
What, Sam?
What did you say, Jay?
I said, did you win Writer of the Year? Is Dave presenting that to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Sam knows what I'm doing. Sam, a lot has been made, whispered even, about not only Victor Wembanyama's lack of media availability post Game 5, but what I think is even juicier, and this might just be an internet creation. Seemingly,
oh man,
you know where I'm going. Whispering in the ears of, I want to say it was Bismack Biyombo, and I forget the other guy. And then they went in and immediately seemingly committed a couple of hard fouls on Jared McCain. Do you have any thoughts on this? Does this seem more of an internet creation, or could there be something?
I'm shrugging, and I think I even just yawned because I get it. When I woke up yesterday after the game, it's like, long night trying to figure out what's going on. I didn't plan on writing a short story about Victor not doing media, but that's what I ended up doing. But then the internet was only talking about this other thing. And so naturally in our business, that means we have editors that were immediately like, hey, could we get something on this? And I'm like, well, I don't know if you got the memo, but Victor's not doing media. So no, thinking we're all going to travel to San Antonio. So I don't know. The optics look, like what they look like. I would qualify it a little bit. Like, to me, the Biyombo play was just a block. Like, he blocked, and Jared hits the deck, and then he actually hits his head on Hartenstein's shin, or Plumlee's shin. That's hilarious. 2 days in a row, I've made that mistake, and I'm clearly just swapping big old white guys.
That's happens.
So, I don't know. I don't know if that's what happened with Victor. I think the bigger conversation and theme is the couple of weeks that Victor has had when you talk about the Naz Reid elbow, the not doing media after the worst game of your career.
Yeah.
And I say worst just because it was
spotlight.
Spotlight. The conversation around Victor, and now, being accused of kind of putting a hit out on a guy during a game. Like, the conversation has changed. I talked to somebody from the NBA about this, and they were like, well, yeah, that's why it's a good idea to do media, because you could have at least addressed the questions about the Jared McCain stuff. I don't think he ever actually talked about the Naz Reid elbow a couple weeks ago. Like, he didn't talk that night because he was ejected, and then somehow never addressed it. So the last thought real quick is, it's funny. Like, I jokingly mentioned my son, and I find myself, yes, he's a high profile athlete who's about to make $1 billion.
Your son?
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that'd be cool.
That'd be
I wouldn't be in San Antonio.
With that, right?
No, but like, he's 19 and Vic is 22. And that was on my mind the other day, where it's like, okay, like, he's going to learn. Like, he's
right.
For all the fame and profile, he's still kind of a kid, and he's a wise guy, an incredible talent, but he's still 22.
Sam Amick joining us from The Athletic. Sam, how about the narrative on the series now? Because I was telling Dave earlier, and this is the way media works, the Spurs played great in Game 4 and won, and on, I think it was Get Up or one of the national shows, said, have the Spurs figured out a way to shut down SGA. SGA responds, Game 5, he's great. Wemby doesn't have the great game that you just alluded to, and literally a few minutes ago, have the Thunder figured out the way to slow down Victor Wembanyama. And so, I know that's how we work, and it just flopped from a 2-2 to a 3-2, and the Thunder literally have they're one game away. But just, I don't know, I still watch this and feel like it's razor thin, but you've been there, you feel it. Do you think we're going to a 7th game after tonight?
I don't, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm hoping, because I would like to get a few days at home before the finals. I
Why don't you
feel that way.
Yeah.
Because the Thunder, we keep glossing over this. They don't have Jalen Williams and AJ Mitchell. They literally are, AJ looked like a rising all-star in the last series, and Jalen actually is one. So Shea, his struggles that he has had were due largely, I think, to, not having those playmakers alongside him, and obviously the defensive attention coming his way. So for them to be up in this series despite that, and then have, on the other side, De'Aaron and Dylan Harper and Stephen Castle, they haven't been very good. They've had moments, but they've been way too loose with the ball. De'Aaron's still dealing with the ankle, and they're just not giving Victor enough. I think to his credit, he would argue he's not helping them enough. But it feels like OKC has kind of figured this out. But that being said, the fun part about covering Victor, watching Victor in the early part of his career is that more than any other player, you also know that, he is capable of tonight, just like finding that, not to be corny, but that flow state thing that he finds and just taking over. But that's why he's confusing to watch, because you're kind of like, it's like going to the fireworks show on the 4th and you're just kind of waiting for the show to start. And like in game 5, it just didn't start, and he looked tired and didn't play very well. And so we'll see if he has it tonight.
Sam Amick joining us. I am unwillingly putting you in a spot because just let me be clear here that we unfortunately do this way too much this time of year. Sam is the lead writer for The Athletic. He has an affinity, obviously, for the Sacramento Kings, being from here and former beat writer for them, but is in San Antonio on location, covering the team. Now, I don't want to assume we know what that does, but I am going to assume that of the priorities and things that you are plugging into now and over the last few days, Sacramento Kings draft thoughts are probably not incredibly high on the list. Am I correct?
That would be accurate.
So it does seem that
they need guards. How's that for
Well done.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Aggregate that.
Yeah.
Sam Amick says the Kings need guards. Okay. Well, then I will ask you then, if not about a future King, and if not about a current King, well, how about I ask you about a former King? Speaking of aggregation, your name was all over the place, and I'm going to get the phrasing wrong. But it was something like chatter around the league wonders, De'Aaron Fox's time is up or something, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Talk to us about that article a little bit and how sometimes it's like the game of telephone gets it a little twisted.
No, I mean, I know we talked about this on the phone the other day. I don't know that it was twisted. It's more like the hard part as a writer and a reporter is that, I think that story was 1,200 words or something like that. And it's like you try to include nuanced context about a situation, maybe like in the 700th word, and you do it deliberately because you're not trying to make it a huge thing. It's just part of the story you're telling, but then that's not how social media works. So they're going to pluck the most newsworthy thing, which is fine, whatever. The situation is that Fox comes to town, obviously, after pushing his way out in SAC, and they give him that extension that tops out at like $60 million, I think 4 years from now. It's a long, expensive contract. And the thinking is that while he did have a good year, was an all-star, they win 62 games. Dylan Harper, who they took second overall this year, is a really good young player, and generally people believe that he is going to need to be a starter sooner rather than later. So it's a classic case of like the young guys coming up, and it's nothing malicious, but is he going to bump De'Aaron out of the spot? And if he does, then what do they do with De'Aaron? Is there a market for him? You're not going to bring a $60 million guy off the bench. So there's not clarity on how that's going to go. What I had tried to report is that like in the here and the now, his camp and the Spurs, like they talk about this like it's a long-term relationship. And in fact, one of the Spurs people I talked to, I thought it was interesting. First thing he mentioned was how happy they are for him to be able to, unpack his bags for a while and be with one coach. The relationship with Mitch Johnson, and given the long history of turnover in Sacramento that he experienced, that that this was a nice change of pace for him. So we'll see what happens. I think this series kind of this might be hyperbole, but it does matter. Like if they win the championship, then De'Aaron can sit there and flex and say, I ain't going anywhere. You know what I mean? Like we did this. But if they get knocked off, then it kind of requires invention, and they got to look at their roster a little bit.
While De'Aaron is 2 wins from getting to the finals, Mike Brown is there. We know that's gotten people here in Sacramento in their feelings, and I'm happy for Mike Brown. Sam, what do you think the Kings front office, the decision makers there? And I know not Scott Perry didn't necessarily make that move, but what do you think Vivek and the group in Sacramento's thinking about that?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's funny. First thought, Jay, is I saw Monty McNair on a flight, and we keep in touch, and saw him on a flight to Chicago. He still lives in the area. 2 weeks ago, and just quick commentary just about, we talk about the internet. It cracks me up how, like, on the internet, everybody wants to yell about different things, right? And so you would think that, like, Monty McNair would, in his regular life, run into like some mad Kings fans who might, yell at him for moves they make. And it's just not reality. He's just moving without anybody recognizing him. So the Mike Brown thing, listen, I've always thought it was a mistake. And really, that ship sailed, kind of the summer before, when Vivek didn't want to give him an extension, and that insulted Mike and created a bit of a rift. And and then you had the De'Aaron component. I mean, it was a domino effect that they paid a big price for. And this, to even, I don't know, it's not very nice, but to put even more salt in the wound, like, I always think about the fact that front office and ownership group there was a moment when it was a very real possibility to add OG Anunoby to their group.
Yeah.
And they did not see him as a player worthy of the contract that he has right now. And I don't know if that was hesitation from ownership to foot the bill. I don't know if that was just the basketball evaluation, but like, the Beam team with OG Anunoby and Mike Brown would have been pretty fantastic, and whether it was OG or even a guy who was in the finals last year with another former King and Pascal Siakam, they never made that one move to elevate what they had already built. And it is crazy now that, you're seeing Mike and maybe De'Aaron in the finals, and again, Tyrese and Pascal last year. I mean, it's just,
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Tell us something good, Sam.
So now you've got.
Did you just cry?
I think he did.
Yeah. Almost. It's just every once in a while. It's like any sort of grief. Like you go a few days without thinking about it, and then something puts you back in there. So last year you had the guard they traded leading the team to the finals and a quarter away from being a champion. And this year you may have the point guard
alongside the guy that you wouldn't add.
You wouldn't add.
Siakam didn't want to come to town, so that one's a little tricky.
But what's the clarity on that? I've heard mixed things that Siakam, part of the reason Siakam, or maybe the entirety of the reason Siakam didn't want to come here, was because he knew the Kings were being flippy floppy on an extension. Is that accurate, or do we ever get clarity on that?
I mean, I was told very directly that was actually more to do with the front office, because earlier in his career, there had been conversations in which deciding, I don't feel like getting aggregated on this one, but where certain individuals had shared their opinion of Pascal's game earlier in his career, and that was not forgotten.
Gotcha.
So there's a bit of a grudge there.
Well,
so that one wasn't Vivek's fault, at least in terms of that component. And
then this year, now we're two wins away from our point guard and Harrison. Two of the 40% of the starting lineup of the Beam team now being a part of the NBA Finals and going up against the coach. Which, by the way, we're discounting this, Sam, but obviously Mike Brown last year was a terrible coach, and then he figured out how to coach again this summer.
He went to coach school.
He went to coach school. Like Wemby went to do the monk stuff.
Yeah.
So did Mike Brown, but it was monks for coaching. And now Mike Brown has learned how to coach again, which brings us to the thing I always say, which is I think at the NBA level, Sam, isn't there an argument that coaching, though it can make a difference within the margins, I won't say you're only as good as your talent level, but the point I made was Greg Popovich didn't all of a sudden, and health problems aside, didn't forget how to coach his final 5 seasons in San Antonio when they ended on consecutive 22 and 60 years. A chef's only as good as his ingredients, right?
Yeah, no question. And not to hit the rewind button, but you good segue because you mentioned chefs. I got distracted there by a note I'm going to share, and I don't think this gentleman will mind. I got an IG DM during our interview from a friend named Oscar Zapata, who sends a note. I'm going to share this. He says, "Puffy tacos. As a Mexican, my mom nor grandmother ever made us puffy tacos. Can you please expand on this? This is the vibe I got."
Okay,
look, it was the waitress. It was like I was asking for the most touristy thing you could imagine.
I know Oscar. He is one of our heroes. He is a teacher. Knew his young children when they were younger and signing the old RV and doing their thing. They're massive Kings fans. Love Oscar. But here's the thing. And also, speaking as somebody who's not once been Mexican. Okay, just want to clear that up. Whereas Oscar,
you did have a couple days in there.
Yeah, no, I no moonlighting, no nothing. Never been. Been to Mexico many times.
Okay.
Here's the deal, Oscar. Because puffy tacos are almost exclusively a San Antonio thing. I would imagine that your mom never made them because you're not down there. Now it is a San Antonio thing. It is a Tex-Mex thing. This is not a Mexican.
But is it a Riverwalk San Antonio thing? Like
I would
for people who haven't been here, Riverwalk it's like the Strip in Vegas. It's like people in Vegas don't really go to the Strip. Like I'm trying not to be that guy. I was trying to be authentic, and I could tell when she shot me that look that she was gonna judge me if I got the puffy tacos.
Well, she needs to calm down because here's the bottom line: the puffy taco. This also sounds a little bit like innuendo, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does. Yeah, I know. We're just going to roll through it. The puffy taco is the signature Tex-Mex.
They've got medicine for that.
It's the signature dish of San Antonio. It is what they are most known for. So if somebody, that'd be like me going, if I worked at, what is Sacramento signature or something? What's something that's signature for I don't know. A tree. Or, I know. If I was working in a museum, I was like, the gold rush. Ha! Tourist. Like, it's part of our the Alamo. If I'm in, all I'm saying, I'm not trying. Now we're at the point where it's like I'm talking about a movie and I'm overrating it now.
But you need Sam to go. Sam, I looked it up. According to today, this is Ray's Drive-In or Henry's Puffy Tacos are considered the top 2 in San Antonio for best puffy tacos.
Yeah.
Ray's Drive-In or Henry's Puffy Tacos.
That's right.
How do you? Is it R-A-Y or
R-A-Y? Also, Los Barrios, Maria Bonita, Teca Molina, Taco House, Pete's Taco.
Slow down. I don't process that quickly.
All I'm saying.
Who's after Ray's? I'm trying to see.
Or Henry's Puffy Tacos. Yeah. See if either one is within a walk or close by.
They're like 3 or 4 miles away. All right, we'll see. I hear you,
Sam.
I'm just saying.
Do me a favor. Will you, during the break, will you text me the hotel you're at, and I will.
Oh, wow.
No, I will.
You are?
I will come down. No, I will do the research, and I will find the highest rated puffy taco joint near you, and then you can go or not go. But I will do the legwork because you're my friend. And as I said to start the interview, by the way.
I think you're going to deliver them.
As I would, because you know what? For Sam, there's not a lot I wouldn't do for Sam. Sam's my guy. I would follow him into a dark alley. I would take up a baseball. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Sam. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what are you going to do to him in the alley?
That's for off air. I will send me the address. I'll send you the Puffy Taco address. Okay.
Will do.
All right.
Will do. I'm sure YouTube guy really enjoyed this conversation.
YouTube guy can eat a Puffy Taco. We'll take a break. Sam, thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Have a safe trip back.
All right, guys. Be good. See you.
Bye-bye. We'll take a break. When we come back.
I'm hungry.
Let me tell you, dude, if we had Puffy Tacos right now,
I'm in.
Oh, dear God. I would settle for Jim Boys.
Yeah.
Because that ain't settling, dude. Let's go back around the diamond. Let's talk more about this expansion stuff, what's going on, what's happening later today. We'll do all that right after this.
Welcome in for another edition of Story Time with Matt George. Take it away, Matt.
Killa, a gentleman pulls up in front of me, and you can hear the bass in this dude's car.
Okay, go on.
Your boy is not one as a nerd to yuck anybody's yum in terms of nerddom. I have the entire map from Lord of the Rings tattooed on my arm for life.
What could he possibly have been listening to?
It was EDM in a made-up language. I'm not joking.
Can you sing a few bars for us?
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Never a dull moment, right? Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat. And it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat.
Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's buymuddymat.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
It's time to celebrate everyone's favorite mascot. Join the Sacramento River Cats for Dinger's birthday on Sunday, June 7th at Sutter Health Park. Help us celebrate with baseball, smiles, and tons of family fun. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Toyota's Memorial Day offers are extended, so grab summer and savings by the wheel at Toyota's Summer Starts Here sales event. Lakeside, Mountainside, or Oceanside, Toyota's got the perfect pickup for California. Score low 2.99% APR plus $500 finance cash on the rugged 2026 Tacoma SR5. Or get $3,000 cash back on the powerful 2026 Tundra. Offers end June 1st, so get to Toyota's Summer Starts Here sales event. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Cashback offers exclude Tundra TRD Pro.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 73, Locked and Loaded, the birth of the shotgun formation.
Howard Wayne Red Hickey is a name you may not be familiar with, but you should probably know. His coaching record with the 49ers was a pedestrian 27 wins, 27 losses, and 1 tie over 4+ seasons. The mark he left, though, was a lasting impact on the NFL that we know and love. Facing a fearsome Baltimore Colts pass rush, Red Hickey was desperate to find a way to give his QB more time to throw. He positioned his quarterback 5 to 7 yards behind the center, and the shotgun formation was unveiled to the world. Now it is commonplace, but the originator, Red Hickey, made his impact with that innovation all the way back in 1960.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140.
waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
So, thanks to Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Well, I was just talking to you about other stuff during the break, and you had some comments for him over the speakerphone. We were Puffy Taco negotiating.
Yeah.
I had a great bit with him yesterday.
You did.
He called me in the afternoon about, I forget what he called me about. And, oh no, I was supposed to call him back about something yesterday. He ended up calling me. I said, oh, because Sam had made a wisecrack to me via text the day before. And then I got busy and I didn't respond. But it was, as friends do, they rib each other. So he ribbed me on something. And so yesterday when he called, he goes, hey, man, remember me or something like that. And I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I was in the hospital last night. I just got out like literally an hour ago and I was going to call you. He's like, oh, my God, what happened? I said, dude, I had to have emergency surgery. It was a thing. He goes, what happened? And I was like, that knife you put in my back, like I couldn't reach it. I had to get, and I will just say this. I can't tell you how he then communicated with me next or what he said on the air. I will just say this. It was if you're used to the way Sam writes and the prose, P-R-O-S-E, he uses, this was, I think, beneath him. And how he communicated, I'll call it disdain for the bit that I dropped on him and the fact that he walked right into it.
As a bit of potty mouth?
I would just say a couple of FCC violations, and I don't want to tell tales out of school.
Wow.
Sam's a family man.
Maybe he shouldn't deserve these tacos.
He might have dropped an F, maybe a B or a D, maybe an A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You just don't know.
Anyways, and I have yet to see an address from him. I have yet to.
Maybe that's the statement he's making. Does not want those tacos.
Anyways, welcome back. And what is my? Hold on. From my dad on my personal text line. The best tacos in the world are the tri-tips at Roundhouse Deli on Church Street in Roseville. Oh, yeah, check ahead because they only make them on certain days. I forget which. Well, there's a plug. My dad's a king of that stuff, dude.
Yeah, just guess.
Knows which Walmart to go to, which one has the best toilets. He knows which deli to go to that has the best. He has his grind to the nose stone. And he's a man about town, my dad.
Jeez.
From Chris Guerrero on the chat.
Hey, Chris.
Dave seems like he eats mild salsa. Mild to medium. Yeah. I'm not. Look, some people can, some people can't. I can't. I have no interest in. My dad, speaking of, at least was. I don't think he is anymore. But me growing up, he used to get this jar that had this Vietnamese writing on it. He would import it back before Amazon and all that. He somehow found a way to get it like mail ordered. And it was this stuff that he ate over in Vietnam in the war. And my friend Justin Moore and I on a dare once to each other, like at 2 a.m. when he was sleeping over, dared each other to simultaneously take a teaspoon of it straight. And top 5 worst decision of my life. Wow. Not just then, but the next day.
Yeah.
But my dad was like, his whole thing. No problem. For Christmas, Father's Day, whatever, one way you knew how to get through to my dad is you try to find, like, if something said, for example, if there was a bottle of something, of sauce, it had to be like John's You Will Kill Yourself hot sauce or Barry's your intestine is about to explode sauce. Give that to my dad and he'll love it. And often it was like, well, I mean, there's a little peppery taste to it. I can't do that.
Do you do salsa the same way as ranch or other condiments where you sip them and then?
If I am eating them with chips.
You dip.
I dip.
Okay, but
if I'm eating a taco, a burrito, or something else that would require salsa, but it's his own thing, some people might have a ramekin or perhaps a small bowl of salsa. I'm not going to answer your question directly, but I'll answer it this way. I have a coffee cup of salsa.
So you sip and bite the burrito.
No, God, no.
What?
No.
The burrito first.
Yes.
So the burrito's still in there.
Yep.
And then drink.
I would say drink. I would say sip is better. Slurp.
But what if it's chunky? Like pico de gallo?
Yeah, just open them. I'm like a little snake. Just open the mouth.
A little bit more while the burrito's sitting in there, the taco's in there.
Yeah, got my cup. Pop it in there.
The taco though, the burrito. I understand it's already kind of wrapped.
Yes.
The taco though, it's got a convenient opening for you.
Yeah, just more chance at spillage.
Okay.
But I can't for all this
guacamole.
No, always.
You have to dip.
Always dip. Yeah,
Okay. Too thick?
Yeah, but it is because there's no. You can't. It won't flow if it's. I mean, if it's that watery, it ain't guacamole. It's
I didn't know
avocado
if you do like
salsa.
a spoon.
No. I mean,
you got your quirks.
Yeah, I got my quirks. We all do. Maybe not. But I can't do that super spicy crap because then what's the point? What are you eating? You're eating. You can't taste it.
Yeah, mild salsa's still good.
Mild salsa is great. Yeah. I want it to accentuate and my favorite. It's not a salsa, but like when you're talking about hot sauces at fast food place, like to me, the medium at or mild or medium at Del Taco is the world heavyweight champion of fast food taco sauces. But we'll have my limit is like Crystal, which is Louisiana, Tapatio, to which you're. No fruit in the beer, lifted truck guys. That's not salt. That's ice cream, or whatever the hell they say.
Interesting.
Real quick. We have the announcement in under 2 hours of expansion. The expansion process, and Sacramento Mayor Kevin McCarty is going to be obviously a big speaker and part of that and all that. And he has also texted the personal line. And we have, Matt, can you roll we have breaking news from the mayor
When
of
it
Sacramento.
breaks, we have it first. It's Sactown Sports breaking news.
I'm just going to read this text verbatim from Kevin McCarty. Hey, Dave, what do I tell Alexa to listen to your show? I can't figure it out. I think it's just, hey, Alexa, listen to Sactown Sports or tune to Sactown Sports.
I believe so.
I hope Richie's listening right now. I'm sure he'd know, but let's see. For this won't anger anyone listening, right? You can turn that down because for this bit to work.
Yeah, fire away.
Hey, Alexa, tune it to Sactown Sports. If that worked for anybody, please let me know because I always think that's hilarious.
Weren't they already listening to Sactown Sports?
Oh, great point. That's a great point right
there.
Let's see.
Keep listening to Sactown Sports.
I'm going to do all caps. Hey, Alexa, tune to Sactown Sports. We're not just helping everyone. We're helping the mayor. Help you. Help him. So we'll see if that worked. I'll keep you updated on that. We'll take a break. When we come back, cover a lot right there. When we return, what's hot, what's not. We will go streaking as we get close to 9 a.m. From the 916. Dave, did you guys get some real cameras? Jason's looking great today. 4K quality. I'll pass that on to our engineers. Well, what? Do I not look good? Wow. I mean, just when we come back, we'll streak and do other things right after this.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Turn up the volume. Here's your Sactown Sports Live events calendar, where the action goes way beyond the game. Starting things off, June 5th, don't miss a legend, Ringo Starr and his all-star band, live at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then, it's time for summer fun. The El Dorado County Fair runs June 18th through the 21st, packed with rides, live music, great food, and non-stop entertainment. On June 20th, turn it up with the rock favorites, Night Ranger at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. June 26th, another icon hits the stage, John Fogerty at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Laugh it up July 18th with comedian Gary Owen at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Then August 16th, country superstar Kane Brown takes over Ironstone Amphitheater. September 11th, slow it down with the soulful sounds of Anthony Hamilton at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. And on October 2nd, rock legends Leonard Skinner brings the classic to Ironstone Amphitheater. Concerts, comedy, legends, all in one place. The Sactown Sports Live events calendar. More details at sactownsports.com. This home improvement month tip is brought to you by Bonnie, leading the way home. High water pressure can damage pipes. Keep it within a safe range to extend the life of your plumbing.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. My Canadians.
Going pretty bad for all French Canadians out there. They buried 3 goals in just 2 minutes and 47 seconds in the first period of the last game to take a 3-1 lead in the series against the Canadians in Montreal. The sounds from that arena were... I did not get a chance to cut them, but it was sad.
Well, that's it. What was it? 3 goals in 3 minutes or something?
Yeah, less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's not good defense. Here's let's see. Here's the 4th goal.
Empty netters just aren't special enough for Ehlers. He prefers overtime winners.
Well, now he's going to get another chance at. Here we go, coming in. Bingo! Mr. Empty Netter, Andrei Svechnikov puts the cherry on top of the sundae. It's 4-0 Carolina here in Montreal.
Let me do that. Let me do the third one here.
2-on-1 for Carolina. Blake and Stankoven coming in. Blake, Stankoven, 3-0 Carolina. It's a huge goal. Sent across Logan Stankoven. There is his 8th of the postseason, and the Hurricanes have ripped the top off of this game.
That's sad. Not just sad for Montreal, really sad for all of Canada.
For the world.
Shout out Canada.
So sad.
America's hat.
Shout out Carolina. Though.
Yeah, well, then who's not?
Northern California baseball teams. Or one Bay Area team and one Southern Nevada team soon.
Sure.
Something like
that.
that.
Sounds great. Yeah.
The run differential, 38-13 for both teams combined in their last series against Giants against Diamondbacks. The A's against the Mariners, losing first place in the American League.
Details.
It's not great.
Pretty bad.
Jason, were you there?
Yeah, I was there. Watched it. Watched it all happen.
I actually have numbers on both your record and run differential in attending A's games that I put together earlier on the show, but it's on the other side of the. I'm not flipping over a prep sheet.
Can't do that. Once you turn the page, you turn the page.
Bob Seger.
Yep.
Great song.
Shout out.
Hey, really great song. Also, not as good, but I appreciated the effort from Metallica on the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. It again,
not their best song.
Not their best. I think
the
best remake of all time is Sounds of Silence by Disturbed. Now that I've had years to look back on that because that's such a tough plane to land. You're talking about arguably the greatest song of all time.
I'd argue.
You would argue?
Yeah.
Well, what is it? Hold on. Is it Maneater? Yeah.
Hannah Montana. What is it?
Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Maneater.
Yeah.
Or is it We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel? No, is it what's that song? She's just a woman to me.
Billy Joel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's up there.
You know what my favorite Billy Joel song is? I bet you couldn't guess in a million years.
Vienna, or the sound of what's the sound? I don't know.
Did you say Vittles?
He's short-circuited.
It's a song called "The Downeaster Alexa." It's about his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very.
That's what I was going to get to.
Is that what you're getting? Yeah. Okay. Let's go streaking right now, please.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking! Who is the Nostradamus of MLB?
Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking.
It's not a song about his daughter, Alexa. It's a song about a ship called the Downeaster Alexa, which is named after his daughter. He's having trouble catching, swordfish off of Montauk Bay or something, Nantucket. One of them places. It's a great song. Really, really good song. Back to you.
Back to me?
Back to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
okay.
Next? Let's see. Our streaks are not that impressive. We don't have a lot of streaks going.
No.
Dave, you're at 0. I'm at 1. Chris was at 1. Yeah. Anthony's at 1.
Yeah.
So Dave, we'll start with you. We'll start at the bottom, and now we're here. You picked Nick Kurtz the other day. Remember that? And his long on-base streak. And so he said, I am so confident. I'm going back to Nick
Kurtz.
He got up 4 times yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
had a home run, triple, double, single.
0 hits. 2 straight games without getting on base. And you picked both of them.
New streak.
Yeah.
It's a new streak.
You found the hottest guy on base, and you've missed 2 games in a row.
I don't know.
Maybe you're
bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
I don't know whether to keep picking him until he gets on. But what if I just keep picking him and he goes, his next 80 games he doesn't get on base? But then if he starts a new streak and then I pick him, now am I re-jinxing him? I'm in a tough spot here.
You are. Good thing they have the day off today. So you can wait on your pick.
Goodness.
I took Brent Rooker because I said, look, I'm going to the game. I want to see my guy get a hit. Brent Rooker didn't play. So I just stay at 1.
Right.
Damage done. Chris did not submit a pick yesterday. So he stays at 1. Anthony did submit a pick, and Anthony is the only one on the show. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. got up 3 times. He got 2 hits, so Anthony.
There
we go. See, he truly is replacing Chris.
Gotcha. All right, well, in that case, I'm going to go with somebody I have not picked this year.
Light schedule.
Batting 305 on the season, but not just batting 305, also facing today at home Grayson Rodriguez, who currently has a 10.61 ERA, so all the numbers are lining up for me. Why don't you give me a guy by the name of Riley Green? Oh. Detroit Tigers. Maybe you heard of him. Also, same first name as my son's middle name.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Riley is my son's middle name.
How'd you guys get to that?
Well, Avery was my dad's initials are AJ, so Avery is Avery J. But we also wanted to have each kid have a kind of an androgynous name, and Avery could be mostly it's girls these days. But you may remember, for example, Gene Hackman's character in The Firm. His name was Avery. Avery Johnson. We used to call my daughter the Little General in honor of him. So for Mason, Mason's a boy's name. I think pretty much. But Riley is both a guy and girl's name. So it's just a little tweak we did.
Gotcha.
Yeah, how about that?
Makes sense.
Okay.
I'm going to take from the Atlanta Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh, RAJ.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Kevin McGonigal.
Wow, so you are you're kind of, what is it called? Channeling.
Chris.
Your inner Verlaw.
Does Chris do that?
Oh, yeah. He has a
every
soundbite.
time he has
there's a soundbite?
There is a
I missed all that.
For, McGonigal.
Not for me, Billy.
Wish I knew about it.
McGonigal.
From the 408. Look at the top text. What happened to picking McGonigal guy being fixed by Chris every day?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I didn't even have that open.
Well, there you go. All right, we'll take a break. Here's what we got lined up in the final hour.
What do we have? It's already the final hour?
It's the final hour.
Remember when we used to do 3 hours? Light work.
We'd be done.
We would be.
We'd be done right now. But guess what? Taken advantage of, and we're here for it.
Yeah, we're here for the people.
Here for the people. Final hour. Crosstalk will be a remote crosstalk today. Is Matt and Kayla, or as I like to call them, Mela, or would it be Cat? Either one. They're going to be out at
Not a cat.
Not a cat. Sir, Your Honor, I'm not a cat. I can see you're not a cat. Crosstalk will happen along with celebrity birthdays, what's on deck prior to that, and we'll get to some local sports news, including Sac State football, and a lot on the expansion process being announced today. We'll do that next.
After branding the Sacramento Kings rebuild model as the 916 Knicks, is Alan Stiles drawing even more comparisons to the Big Apple?
By the way, somebody on the text line said, Alan kind of sounds like Cat. Don't get blocked. It's too late in the show. 916, don't get blocked. I don't sound like no Karl Anthony Towns.
Which voice? Because he's got a couple different
That's
ones.
right. Come on, 916. Don't play me like that.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Sacramento Kings return to Golden One Center this July for the 8th annual California Classic, presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings, with the 7th pick in the draft, will host the Golden State Warriors, Brooklyn Nets, and the Milwaukee Bucks on July 4th, 5th, and 6th. 3-day general admission passes start at just $50. Come see some NBA rookies, second-year players, and other athletes vying for spots on NBA and G League rosters. Visit kings.com/California Classic for more information and to buy your tickets today.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Mark your calendars because MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026 is landing at Cal Expo June 26th through 28th. Witness nearly 100 of the world's best athletes compete in skate, BMX, and Moto X events and catch live music performances by global electronic music icon Cascade on Friday night and Grammy-winning producer and artist Mustard and electronic music producer and DJ Subtronics on Saturday night. Don't miss MoonPay X Games. Lock in your tickets now at xgames.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't! Yes, he did!
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
All right, back here to start the final hour of the show. Good morning to everybody. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Be safe out there. A little wet. Don't let that freak you out. But it's weird. Weird weather this time of this year. We had that couple of months ago. I think it was in March. We had record temperatures. That also broke a record for April. And then it's been mild. But it's going to be a big day in Sacramento in about an hour and a half. Yeah. Hour and a half, scheduled to have a press conference unveiling the Sacramento plans for Major League Baseball expansion. We know there are a lot of important people, political figures, local leaders, people that have been instrumental in the Kings, though they're not the same setup here, but in keeping the Kings here. There are a lot of people with intentions around Sacramento, good intentions, that are involved in this. But we'll see. I mean, we're not the only city in the fight, but I'll be anxious to see what they come up with and kind of what is presented, what the look is, what the hurdles, which we believe we know a few of those, what they are, and what kind of questions are answered today, what's still left unanswered, because not everything's going to be laid out and fully crystallized today, but we'll learn more. And that's about 90 minutes away.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's an expansion push or announcement, I should say. And we covered this in detail earlier, Jason. I was just actually on the phone with somebody that will be down there. And the overview is going to be, there's going to be guests. You're going to hear a lot of speakers today. And you're going to want to.
Names you know.
Names you know. And by the way, some that you'll be familiarizing yourself with over the coming weeks and months, trying to get a list and a layout of the land. Matt and Kayla will be down there broadcasting live. I believe Whitey and Allen will be down there too, talking to people, getting interviews for their show this afternoon. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage of all of it. And I imagine you will, although I can't guarantee, but I would imagine you will hear from all or most of Kevin McCarty, Mayor of Sacramento. Martha Guerrero, of course, let's remember this is happening in West Sacramento. They certainly need to work in synergy, but Mayor Guerrero is the one that it's her city, her constituents. This is happening in. You'll hear from, I'm sure, Mark Friedman, a name some of you know, many of you do not, but a very connected, very powerful developer here. The Friedman family does a lot for the city of Sacramento. They have a lot of land, a lot of assets. He was very instrumental in the fight for the Kings, a former Kings minority owner. You'll have Kings representation out there because their involvement, at least right now, is is land involved, according to the New York Times athletic story today. They're not necessarily going to be a part of ownership, but be a part of the deal itself from the real estate side, and that's good to have them working in unison. You certainly wouldn't want the opposite.
Right.
Dusty Baker, Derek Lee, they'll both be out there. Steve Sachs, former Dodger second baseman, and Sacramento, former, I don't know if he was part owner or complete owner, or was just the family owner of Sachs's flower shop in Carmichael, right there on, I think, Fair Oaks and Sutter. Remember that growing up. Kevin McClatchy will be out there. You recognize the McClatchy family name. Sacramento will be a long-time ownership there. But more importantly, Kevin was the owner for quite a long time of the Pittsburgh Pirates, so he very much understands the inner ground workings of baseball, and also being a smaller market, Pittsburgh and Sacramento are semi-similar. And then you're going to see a lot of, media push out after today. As we talked about earlier, you're not going to know everything. And the reason you're not going to know everything, it's not because they're being cagey. It's because the biggest thing missing right now is I wouldn't say the whole enchilada, but if we're going to go with the analogy, right now you've got a very nice tortilla.
Okay.
You still need the filling, and you need some accoutrements, maybe some lettuce, maybe some sauce, but the tortilla holds it all together. And in this case, the owner coming in, the big-time owner. Now, understand, this is going to be semi-Kings similar in the sense that you're going to have some form, almost certainly, of local ownership group that is going to be involved in both the stadium and the ownership of the expansion team. What they need, and Kings fans will remember this because get used to it again, they need a whale to come in and lay that out. Now, we have heard, and I don't know this for sure, but we have heard names like Joe Lacob, the Warriors owner, who was I think he was involved in trying to get the Padres. His name floated. We've heard other, not necessarily specific names, but for example, speaking of the Padres, there were several ownership groups that were not successful in buying the Padres. Well, now they're kind of orphaned. They've already got they're already in that mode, so I'm sure they'll be spoken to, and a lot of names that we're not aware of as of yet that will be spoken to. But point being, the reason why you can't know what the complete deal is today is because that's going to be predicated highly on what the new owner or ownership comes in and says, what type of deal they want, what makes sense for them from a business standpoint, and that's going to adjust a lot of things. But the groundwork is there. The media push is there. They're going public with all of this, which will bring other names to the table. And with the full support and backing and thumbs up of Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred. Finger isn't on the scale.
Yeah.
But there are some advantages, and again, I'm repeating a lot of what we said very, very early in the show. Salt Lake City there is no doubt about it right now. They are in the driver's seat. They are leading at the turn. They have ownership. They have stadium. They have all of that put together. What Sacramento's case, I imagine, is going to be largely made of is they are a bigger market. Yep. They have a larger metro when you zoom out. They have one major league team to feed, and that's the Kings right now, versus what would be four in Salt Lake City with Real Salt Lake and MLS, the Utah Jazz, the Mammoth hockey team that they got a couple years ago, and then a baseball team would be 4 to Sacramento's 1. There's also a now orphaned set of fans in Northern California that were Athletics fans that aren't going to put a penny in John Fisher's pocket, that sure as hell aren't going to be Giants fans, and they're looking for a home, so that's going to be part of the pitch as well. Site control, $1.5 billion already pathed to a new stadium, a minority ownership group, and political power and push behind it. As we said earlier, I handicap it as about a 35% chance where we stand right now. And if they are able to land a whale that is very vettable and would be welcomed into Major League Baseball, I'd make Sacramento the favorites. But that is a very, very big if.
Yeah, and I think, there's other elements to this that I don't know that we've discussed yet, and I don't know how much of a factor they would be, but isn't the assumption they're talking about 2 teams, correct?
Yes, they are going, it sounds like they're going to do 2 teams, 20, I think it's 28 or 29.
Yeah.
And Nashville is, of all the teams and cities involved, Nashville is seemingly the most likely, dare I say, a near lock to get a team, and that would be Eastern. Then there's going to be a Western team, which is Portland, Salt Lake City, Sacramento, and I think there's one or two others in there.
The other part, too,
Vancouver.
that I don't know, I mean, if you go to 32, there's a lot of talk about realignment, too, maybe at the right time. And so is it more beneficial to have another West Coast team? But, I mean, Utah, you could argue, is West and the Portland West. But, there are also the human element to this, besides all the other things we discussed earlier about the future of the sport because of the lockout, the impending lockout that we seem to have. But, they didn't necessarily take the team away from Oakland, but they left Oakland. They left a fan base. They don't owe that fan base, but they did hurt a portion of people. And so it makes you wonder, well, does California, is that a little extra nod to Northern California? Maybe there's nothing there. I just think there's so many different layers to this. But what I appreciate the most now, Dave, is how much we're going to learn that Sacramento is in the fight. Now, they may be trailing, they may be behind, they may need a big haymaker. I don't know. They probably need a lot of that, but they're in it. They've got smart people that are involved. This isn't just a last-minute whim. They may be coming from behind, but you've got people that know what they're doing that are in it. Doesn't mean they get it, but they get the right people in place.
They do have the right, For Sacramento, they have the right people in place, and we talked about this before. To your point, everybody has to be rowing together.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, when, and again, I really want to avoid, although it's inevitable, comparing this to the fight for the Kings because it is apples and oranges.
Yeah.
The Sacramento Kings Sacramento had the public sentiment on their side. They had possession of the team. They had the history of the team. This was not an expansion. This was the theft of a team, if you will, to another market. They had David Stern, who did put his thumb on the scale. They had Kevin Johnson, who is a unicorn in the sense of having an ex-player getting involved and also a mayor. This is not that. And dare I say, and this is no disrespect, I don't know a way to say this without sounding disrespectful, and I couldn't be trying to be less disrespectful. I just think it's a fact. I don't know who the KJ is on this deal right now.
Right.
I don't know.
There may not be one.
There may not be one. Not that there needs to be, but I don't know who is the front person, charismatic, can do. Not that there aren't incredibly capable people. And by the way, I say this many times, you saw KJ at the front, and full credit to KJ for the Kings, but he also had a guy behind him, a number of people behind him, but the name nobody ever talks about is Kunal Merchant, his then chief of staff, who was really the behind-the-scenes architect of a lot of the stuff that went down. And really, you're going to need that same. You have a lot of Kunal types now that are on this deal, just no KJs yet.
Yeah, and that's a huge factor in the Kings' success. But who will that be? I think the other part about this, and I think it's important to note the West Sacramento part. There's actually some advantages to that, and I don't know all the inner workings of the minutia, but different monies and different areas that they can pull from that can help make this a grander project. And just to see really what they lay out today, what some new things maybe that we possibly learned, the people that are going to be behind it, and what baseball thinks of the lob that Sacramento's putting out there today.
Well, I can assure you of this, and I have not been told this. I just would bet all the money in mine in your pockets. Baseball knows exactly what's being announced today. Baseball knows exactly what they're saying. Baseball is incredibly aware of, and by the way, to the credit of the group out here too, I'm sure they have been in constant contact with Rob Manfred's office to, again, they're not going to put their finger on the scale. Baseball's not going to give this expansion team to Sacramento just for funsies. But I think guidance and direction, and this is what we're looking for. Also, we have a new setup today where you and I are sitting next to each other, and we have a camera in between us. And I just realized that when I'm gesticulating and making points, and I do this with my hand, which will show up in a few seconds, the hand actually goes over to your side, which looks, I got to be careful about
You're right-handed.
that. Yeah, I got to do it this way. Anyways.
The other part, too, and you've talked about this, and I think it's a really fair point to bring up. You've questioned fairly whether or not, okay, let's just assume this all goes well for Sacramento.
Yeah.
Can Sacramento legitimately get a fan base here that's close to, what did we say, 30 to 40 a night?
I use 25.
Okay, even 25. So can they get that number consistently? Years ago, I remember when I first got here, Sacramento was a baseball town.
Yes.
Is it? Okay, because I didn't know of baseball being here besides local people that have made their way, Greg Vaughn's, Fernando Viñas, the people that have come through Sacramento and become Major League Baseball players.
Yeah.
But I don't think the current A's is that's just not fair. It's not a fair example.
No.
But I do wonder, and then just even the growth. Look, we've talked about the Republic earlier with Kelly Brothers about the suites. They're building. Sac State's trying to grow. The Kings are still here. You said maybe one thing that could hurt Salt Lake is all the different mouths they have to feed.
Yeah.
We potentially could be in that spot.
Yeah, we could have if
it all goes well.
If we get expansion baseball and we get MLS, well, then we've got 3 mouths to feed, which would then tie what Salt Lake City has right now. So it's either going to be 4-1, 4-2, or 3-3.
Yeah, and again, you're right. Sacramento will use this card a lot. Biggest market without a second team, without a baseball team. Those kind of things. As cards in their favor. I don't know what that does for Major League Baseball, but that's what Sacramento should utilize as one of their favorable cards on their side.
I completely agree with you. In fact, looking at Sacramento Stockton Modesto market is 20th. Salt Lake City is 28th. That's not a huge difference.
But it's a difference.
But it is a difference. And also Nashville being number 26, Portland number 23. So everybody's kind of in the same area. But when you look at the markets above Sacramento, Cleveland, Miami, Denver, Minneapolis, Detroit, Seattle, Phoenix, Tampa, St. Pete, San Francisco, Boston, D.C., Atlanta, Houston, Philly, Dallas, Chicago, L.A., New York. All of them have baseball except one. I didn't mention them, but 5 spots ahead of Sacramento is Orlando. Now, Florida has Tampa Bay. Florida has Miami. I think the only reason Orlando doesn't have Major League Baseball is, let's be very honest, as weird as this is, Florida is not a baseball state. They're a college football state.
Yep.
They're a football state. But honestly, I don't know this to be true, but again, I'll bet you it's true. Florida's favorite baseball team is the New York Yankees, and I don't think it's particularly close.
Yeah.
They have never been able to, they have always been at or near the bottom in Major League Baseball attendance, with the noted exception of World Series years, specifically for the Florida Marlins, and then Tampa Bay had the one against the Dodgers. They just don't draw there.
You're right. You're right on that. I want to ask you something to pull on your experience with the Kings and their fight to stay here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go under the assumption, I think it's a safe assumption, that Sacramento's going to have as much of their ducks in a row, right? Like,
yes.
I think, to me, I'll speak from a fan perspective, if there was a rendering of a stadium, that's like, ooh.
Yeah.
That catches eye. That's exciting.
Yes.
But in the end, owners are the ones that are going to vote for specific parties.
That's correct.
So in your experience, like, we'll look at stadium, we'll look at development, we'll look at, what it can bring to the city. That's all great. That's all important. Mm-hmm. In the end, don't you think when the owners are voting, is it, hey, Dave's the whale in Sacramento. We like Dave. Or we don't like Dave.
Yeah.
Or, like if you own the Nationals.
Yeah.
You're like, I'd like to bring him or her, this group into the committee, into the group.
Yes.
Into the club.
Yes.
Or it's like, I don't know about that guy in Salt Lake City. Or no matter what they present, I mean, they're all going to have roughly their version of the palace that they're building.
That's right.
And what this can add for baseball. But that's in their market. What does this do for the Mets? What does this do for the White Sox? They're like, I like that dude. Or I like that person, that figurehead, Don't you think that's a lot of what, in the end, Seattle was doing their part? They had there's a ton of reasons to pick Seattle. Mm-hmm. There are reasons to pick Sacramento too, but maybe I don't know. In the end, you're dealing with people, and it's like, yep, I like what Sacramento's providing because I also like their front-facing person, and I want them in the club.
I think it's a really good question, Jason, and I've never thought of that before. I would say, having had
gotta be a factor, right?
I want to say it is, but my inner brain is telling me, and again, Sacramento was a unique situation, and it's important to remember. See, I think the correct answer is, I don't think it matters at all. I think what
really,
I think what does all the other owners care about?
Making money.
What is this going to put in my pocket? So
wouldn't it be relatively the same? Relatively, or am I missing something?
No. That's. I think that's when it comes to the accoutrements. Now let's go back to the Sacramento Kings. Why did Sacramento beat Seattle? Well, part of it obviously was David Stern.
Yes.
Part of it was Kevin Johnson. Part of it was they were still pissed off at Seattle for how Seattle treated them, right or wrong, but how the state government treated David Stern in a very contentious meeting they had. A guy by the name of Frank Chop with 2 P's, and I won't get into that, but basically tried to embarrass Stern and pissed him off, and on top and got chopped. So there was all of that, and they didn't want to set a precedent. So I think there's a lot of reasons why Sacramento won, but the 3 probably least talked about ones that are more boring than anything else. Number 1, you may remember part of the deal Vivek Ranadive and the ownership group had to deal with is they would not take revenue sharing. They opted out of revenue sharing. I can't remember if it was forever. I want to say it was for a fixed period, but Vivek actually made a point in one of the talking points during the process that the Kings would voluntarily opt out of revenue sharing. That was number 1. Number 2, it was a public-private partnership, but there was still, I'm not going to get it right, but let's call it $320 million provided by the ownership, and then like $275 provided by the city for the building of Golden One Center. So now you have a $250 million precedent of that other owners could use. Again, why is this attractive to other owners? You have a team that's not going to be suckling off the teat in the coming years, number 1. Number 2, public money to build the stadium, whereas I believe the Seattle arena was privately funded. They don't want privately funded. They want government subsidies. They want cities to fund this thing because it's less money, which is what this would be as well. And number 3, often, especially in retrospect, but do not discount the fact that it started with, it didn't start with Burkle. It started with Mastrov. Mastrov was the first whale. Mastrov was the guy we thought was going to be the lead guy at first for a very brief time. Then Burkle came in. Then Burkle got out, and we don't need to relitigate that. They get Vivek from the Warriors, and a big part of that also Raj Batal, who's one of the bigger minority owners, because the idea was this would be a foothold in the India market. Mm-hmm. The country of India is the largest, most populous democracy in the world. Over 1 billion people are in India. And the idea of spreading NBA basketball and having representation that can speak, I don't mean speak the language specifically, but meaning speak the political language a little better over in India. Now all of a sudden you're able to make a pitch to the Mickey Harrisons and Mark Cubans of the world saying, guys, not only are these guys not going to take from the pond, but also they're going to be able to fill that pond with a massive, massive opportunity overseas. So to answer your question in a long-winded way, but I hope I'm connecting the dots, I think it's going to come down to which city, both short and long term, is going to make the most money or drain the least money from Major League Baseball. And that's where it lays, because I think otherwise, and they're making them do it themselves, because otherwise it would just simply be this. All right, guys, open bidding right now. Currently, the expansion fee is $2 billion.
Right.
Salt Lake, how much are you willing to pay? Portland, how about you? Nashville, do I hear 2.5, 2.75, and so that's what. There's a reason they're not doing that, because they want to see who's going to come up with the best deal, not for Major League Baseball fans, but Major League Baseball owners. And it's laws and sausages, dude. Nobody wants to see how they're made. Let me see here from the 916. Would this group also look at purchasing an existing team for relocation, or is that too expensive? That's honestly, in people that I've spoken with, that's one of the things they say that a billionaire coming in would look at. Do I want to pay the expansion fee and start from scratch in Sacramento, or do I want to go in and get a hold of, I think his name's Stuart Sternberg, the majority owner of the Tampa Bay Rays, who, by the way, are currently 34-19, and have the third best record in baseball, and just grab Tampa Bay and move them to wherever the hell I want to move them to. So I don't know if the Sacramento group would do that. But I could see another group doing that. From the 408, they should get Dusty Baker involved. Baseball will do whatever he says. He's given so much to that game that I think they'll have his back. Well, I
like that idea.
I like that idea. Dusty Baker will be on the podium, as I understand it, today at the announcement in just about an hour. Before we go to break, Jason, Sac State football in the news.
Yeah, they announced yesterday that of their 12-game schedule, they'll have a school record 5 games on national TV. So jumping up a level has caught some people's attention, and they may have more.
Yeah.
So at a minimum of 5.
A minimum of
some of those Maction games, a couple of Wednesdays and Fridays that they're playing.
Maction.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's another thing to think about too.
Another mouth
to feed. Yeah, got Division I, but also is that another stadium? Is that another? What do we do? You get a stadium. You get a stadium?
I don't see how. I mean, I'd love to say yes. Well, you build them all, but that's a lot of money.
Why don't we just build one big stadium and have everybody playing it, including the Kings?
Yeah.
Golden One Center's like, 10 years old now?
It's time for a facelift.
Yeah.
Actually, that has aged very well.
Hasn't it, though?
Yes.
It's because they built that ahead of their time, I think. We'll take a break.
Good bones.
They're really good bones. Yeah. What's on Deck brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We'll obviously spend a lot of time on baseball since the Giants and A's are off today. And then we'll connect, hopefully, with our friends Matt and Kayla out at the expansion event where they will broadcast live. We'll get to all that final half hour of the program after this.
After branding the Sacramento Kings rebuild model as the 916 Knicks, is Alan Stiles drawing even more comparisons to the Big Apple?
By the way, somebody on the text line said, Alan kind of sounds like Cat. Don't get blocked. It's too late in the show. 916, don't get blocked. I don't sound like no Karl Anthony Towns.
Which voice? Because he's got a couple different
That's
ones.
right. Come on, 916. Don't play me like that.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but Northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi. To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I'm talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Memorial Day sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs. Plus, with an EPA estimated combined 22 MPG, you're going to save big at the pump.
It's true, getting fuel is easily one of the scariest things to do nowadays.
I get it, and a new Ram could be what you need to cut your fuel costs long term. Plus, you'll enjoy best-in-class luxurious cabin comfort and the most luxurious Ram 1500 ever. If you've been thinking about a new truck, you have to start with Ram. Plus, with over 500 new Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at Hoblet.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
16,000 total net savings after $54.67 factory incentive and $85.33 dealer discount. Incentives include 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance on eligible vehicles, 500 business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, and 500 military first responder bonus for eligible members. 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
it's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, what is on deck? I don't know. Yeah, I do. What's on deck is brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We do have basketball tonight. Game 6. Get your puffy tacos here. Did you ever get that set up with Sam?
He never sent me the address.
Sam doesn't want a puffy taco.
Maybe I should start questioning Sam's loyalty.
I mean, usually I wouldn't, but it's probably a fair thing to bring up.
I was speaking with our engineer, Jason, who beckoned me over, and he says that we have a new setup today that we're experimenting with, and he says that we look great.
Thank you.
There was some input from somebody in the company that does TV.
Okay.
And he said, looks great. And he said, you're doing a far better job at looking into the camera than I am. He also said he came up to Anthony at one point.
Yeah.
And Anthony was trying to frame stuff because I'll move a little bit. And he said, just tell him to sit up. Don't do that.
Yep, might need to.
I can't handle that.
Stop moving.
Can't handle that.
Chris will have to do it.
Yeah. But I do know that my hand, if I stretch it out long enough, goes into, wait, can we do this thing? Where it goes into Jason's.
This is exactly what they intended for you guys to do, I think.
Well, the problem is they have to understand at some point we're not professionals. And we're not TV people. So if they give us something, we're going to goof with it. Like, I think I should have a little Jason hand puppet, and he should have a little Dave hand puppet.
That sounds pretty TV to me.
I think so, sort of, but yeah, I know we're waiting for we're waiting on the delay. I hope Jason, our engineer, is watching right now.
What if the camera wasn't even on?
We're so stupid. That's Jason. We need to get you a hand mic because honestly, that is how it should be.
Yeah.
You just let me get this.
I'm there for a while.
Oh, good. Let me get this. Hold on. Okay.
While you're look at your hand in the other screen. You're just like.
I love that. I'm going to send that to. Sorry, guys. He's still there.
Yeah.
I'm sending this to him right now, and I'm going to ask him, what do you think?
You really want to be in his office after the show, huh?
I do. You know what? He messes with me so much. I'm just going to say, is this what you...
I saw him at the baseball game yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's...
Him and the fam.
Is this what you guys want?
Perfect.
What's on deck brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. No Giants today, no A's today. As you mentioned, Spurs under San Antonio. Sam Amick.
Go, Spurs, go.
Let's see if we can find Sam. Hey, everybody out there, let's see if we can find Sam.
It's like save Ferris, get Sam a taco.
Taco. Isn't he sitting on the isn't that one of the places where he sits on the floor?
I know it was at OKC before. I don't know.
Jason, the engineer, has responded, says that's the corporate standard right there. Look.
Yes. Okay.
I think we make all the other shows around the country.
We're innovators.
Do that same thing. We do, of course, have the push for expansion today. And somebody asked me something yesterday that made me think. I up until, as they have gathered the plan, have been very, very skeptical about this. I don't like John Fisher. I don't like the A's leaving Oakland. I don't like the look of Sacramento housing the A's after they leave Oakland in light of the Kings stuff. But over time, there are some things that I'm happy to adjust. Number one, it has now been made clear by multiple sources on all sides of the equation that the A's were leaving, whether they came to Sacramento or not. They were leaving. Sacramento said, okay, well, you know what? We'll take an opportunity here. I am still skeptical. I said I put our chances at about 35% right now. That's without ownership. But I will tell you one thing.
Better than 4th and goal at the 1.
That's exactly right. I'll tell you one thing that I probably shouldn't say out loud or publicly. And it's very similar to how I dealt with this stuff with the Kings. People are asking how it pencils out. What's that going to mean for the future? Can we get 25,000 a night, 30,000 a night? I'll give you my very nuanced answer when it comes down to all that. Truthfully, I don't care. I really don't. The truth of the matter is I don't. I'll ask the question, but ultimately I don't. I don't care if we can. I don't. I'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
That's
just get him here.
Get him here. I'm not here to convince or make a case, and we may not. I have serious doubts we can pull 25 a night for 81 times a year. I do, and I don't know if I'm hearing general fund not at risk, and it's going to be funded by tax monies that would not be there, revenue that would not be there without the stadium. And by the way, I believe everybody. I don't think anybody's lying to me or all that, but also don't care. Don't care because there are plenty of things that, and this is my perspective, there are plenty of things I see my tax dollars go to that I will never use, that I do not care about, that will never help me or my family or whatever. But that's the way it has to work. I'm paying for roads in part that I'm never going to drive. I'm paying for libraries I'm never going to visit. I'm paying for government services I'm never going to use. That's how it works. And in this case, there might be somebody that says, well, I'm not a baseball fan. Why should I? And it's a very fair point. My response is, when it comes to revenue, I think we have a lot better of a chance being revenue positive off of 25,000 people going to downtown Sacramento 81 times a year than I do many of the other things that our dollars are going through.
Yes.
And there are very harsh ways of putting that I'm not going to, but let's just say that most things our tax dollars go to are not revenue positive.
Right.
But when I look at where this city was 12 years ago, 14 years ago, on the precipice of being a tumbleweed town, no major league teams, a bureaucratic seat of power in the 4th largest, 7th largest, whatever the hell it is, economy in the world, to now we have the Sacramento Kings, good and bad, we have them. The Republic are right on the edge of all that, and then we have a possibility to debate. Hell, if we started an NFL expansion push tomorrow, here we go. Let's do it. I'll get in the bug, the RV, the whatever the hell. I know you'll do everything. It does not matter.
Chopper.
Am I skeptical? Yeah. Do I think it's going to happen? Right now, I'd say 7 out of 10, no. But so what? Who cares? Make the push. What do we? As long as we don't have anything to lose.
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
Worst case scenario, guess what? We have no expansion team. And you know how many expansion teams we have right now? We don't have any.
Yeah.
So we're kind of right in the same spot, and the A's are leaving anyway.
Get in the fight. They're going to be in the fight. We're going to learn more in the next hour. And, to see where this goes.
And Brick in the chat says, Sacramento ain't getting a team. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, not here to say you're wrong.
No.
We'll find out.
Well, there's not. You know what? To me, there's nothing wrong with rolling up the sleeves to your neck and getting involved and whatever, because I think it's for the ultimate betterment of the city. And hey, if it doesn't work, oh no.
Well, you can't get one if you don't try.
That's
that
absolutely.
I do know. I've seen people like Sacramento's getting played. Maybe. It could be.
Maybe, but again, played to what? And ultimately, what does that even mean?
Right.
I'm not getting played. You're not getting played.
Yeah, in the end, it's like, oh, did it drive the price up for Utah? Maybe. Yeah. Well, Utah, then they had to pay more. But Sacramento is attempting to do this, and
well, you're getting played because they're trying to get you to buy. They're already damn near selling out every game anyways, and so what? An extra 1,000, 2,000 seats, and
not for the A's now,
right? And they're going to see baseball anyways. Like it's not like I'm putting up my mortgage on whether or not the expense. So what does that mean? Sacramento's getting what? Oh, our rep. Our rep on the streets. We got played by baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got played. How are we going to show up at school tomorrow and eat lunch? We're going to have to go to the, nerdy cities table. There's Salt Lake over there, hey, we got an expansion team. We're like, oh, we don't. What are we talking about? Sacramento got played. I don't care, and I personally don't care, and I mean this with all love and respect. I don't care if Vivek gets played. I don't care if Mayor McCarty gets played. I don't care if Mayor Guerrero gets played. I don't care if Mark Freed. I don't want them to. But what I'm saying is it's not affecting my bottom line. It doesn't mean that Avery's college is going to be cheaper next year.
We know that.
You're getting your new electric Ferrari that we talked about the other day.
Oh, I am getting that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Couple of them. Attaboy, 916-339-1140 or 44-1140 is your text line. And you can always call us at 1-800-920-1140. We just have another minute left in here. On this day, Jason Ross, dare I say, 57 years ago. There's classics, Jason, and then there's classics. 57 years ago. Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. What a looker he was.
Touching you?
Touching you.
Me?
Is it Sour Caroline? No, it's ba ba ba.
How good?
So good.
So good.
So good. Thanks, Neil. Dad used to take me fishing in his Toyota custom cab truck, long blue truck, and he'd pop in a cassette of Neil Diamond's greatest hits.
Bangers.
Song Sung Blue, Cracklin' Rosie.
I always thought it was Cracklin' Rose.
He sings it. Cracklin' Rose, you're a store-bought woman, but you make me sing. Why am I singing it like Creed? You make me sing like guitar, oh man. Here's Stephen A. Smith on the acquisition of Jalen Brunson. Oh,
I'm tired.
I'm
tired, y'all.
I'm tired.
I'm so tired.
So tired.
I slept 2 hours last night.
Sorry, Steven.
2 damn hours of tossing and turning. Of staring at my ceiling. On the night at the NBA draft was held in New York City, Barclays Center. A night in which the New York Knicks had the 11th overall pick in the NBA draft with a ton of holes to fill with shooters and point guards and rim protectors all over the board. My New York Knicks came away with nothing. Nothing at all.
Tossing and turning.
Trading their first round pick away. And for what?
For what?
To go all in on clearing cap space.
For who?
In hopes of signing.
Who?
Jalen Brunson.
Oh, God.
From the Mavs?
Jalen Brunson is a nice player.
Well, he's fine.
Hope the brother comes. Hope he gets paid.
Me too.
But the Knicks are acting like he's KD. I'm going to repeat. Jalen Brunson. The Knicks just hired this man's father as an assistant coach.
Oh,
Nepo baby.
This is what you do to recruit a player in college. This is what you do at Kentucky.
Right. Agreed.
But the Knicks are an NBA franchise, at least they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But they've only been out of the first round once since 2001. Once. Missed the playoffs entirely in 16 of the past 21 seasons.
Yeah.
Haven't won a damn championship since 1973.
I didn't hear him. What did he say? Did he say, they haven't, what?
I was 5 years old, damn it.
Oh. Age
5.
yourself.
Well,
So I'm tired.
he's tired.
I'm very tired.
Go to sleep.
And Jalen Brunson isn't the answer. What did we see during the playoffs, Kendrick Perkins?
What did we see?
The Dallas Mavericks are playing during the playoffs. I believe it was against the Phoenix Suns at the time.
Okay.
Who's sitting in the audience?
Who?
Julius Randle with Allen Houston and Worldwide West. This ain't Kentucky.
It's not.
This ain't college recruiting.
What is it?
What the hell are you doing?
What?
They go there and they show up to the game like they recruit Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, I hope you're watching this.
Okay. He's watching.
Man, I love the improvement that you showed.
Yeah.
You're a hell of a player.
Good job, good effort.
And I want that kid to get his money. Please don't get me wrong. This is no shade on Jalen Brunson.
Really?
Well,
in the initial part of my career, I covered Temple for the Philadelphia Inquirer. Kendrick Perkins, I covered Rick Brunson.
Okay.
I love Rick Brunson. Even though Rick Brunson was coaching high school in Camden, New Jersey, the bottom line is he's got a history as an assistant coach. I got no problems with him being the assistant coach.
What about Jalen?
But you could have been hired him. So you hire him this past June when you know you're going to be recruiting Jalen Brunson. And then on top of it all, you creating this cap space and all of this stuff to get Jalen Brunson. Is he KD?
No.
Is he Kawhi Leonard? I mean, Jalen Brunson's a damn good player. I'll be happy to have him. But all of this stuff you're going to because you're selling New York on Jalen Brunson.
Man, he's right. And look at them now, just trash.
His teammates carrying him to the finals.
Carrying him. He's a backpack.
He is.
What a mistake.
What an absolute mistake. That's why the A in Stephen A. Smith stands for always right.
Yeah. He's too small.
Who's Stephen A?
And Stephen A.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, well, apparently no crosstalk.
What?
Were you given a reason?
Is it the new cameras?
They will not be ready.
Oh, go. Did somebody
were we
just
ready?
Yeah, did somebody just tell them crosstalk was coming up, or
no, they
was it a surprise?
I mean,
wow, okay.
It's hard to do stuff outside.
Is it? All right. We'll discuss that when we come back next.
The X Games are coming to Sacramento. Join Kayla Anderson at Sactown Sports 1140 at Cal Expo Center from June 26th through the 28th to watch the top action sports athletes in the world go head-to-head with 3 days of high-octane competition, BMX, skateboarding, and Moto X, plus live music from global electronic music icon Cascade, Grammy-winning producer Artist Mustard, and DJ Subtronics. Get your tickets today at xgames.com. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
May is here, and so is your excuse to hit the ballpark. The green and gold are bringing the energy all month long with fan-favorite bobbleheads, can't miss post-game fireworks, and a ballpark atmosphere you don't want to miss. Turn up for Sacramento Saturdays and bring the whole crew out for Stompin' Sundays, packed with kid-friendly fun, giveaways, and the opportunity for kids 14 and under to run the bases after the game. Enjoy big swings and bigger moments all May long in West Sacramento. Lock in your seats now at athletics.com/tickets.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our clients' portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
In 1962, Big O Tires began a revolution in the tire industry. Now through June 14th, celebrate with our 64th anniversary sale. Buy 3, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Big O branded tires with installation purchase. You'll also get our industry-leading ProTech Plus warranty, free. Year after year, we turn big problems into no problem at all. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Got any markdowns on oil?
We've got many markdowns on oil.
How about on that new STP Any Mileage?
You'll save $5 when you buy 5 quarts of STP Any Mileage with an oil filter and get up to 5,000 miles of protection.
heck of a markdown for quite a lot of miles.
At AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we know you're no stranger to setting big goals, whether in school, at work, or in life, and you're ready for more. At UMGC, we offer the skills-based education you need to move your career forward. Learn how to apply AI, data science, and other emerging tech, plus gain skills in leadership and critical thinking. You've come far. Succeed again. No application fee if you apply by June 1st. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
I don't like that call.
You don't like that
Not
call?
a very good call.
What? I say
you would buy that book.
I would not, but I think other people
You
would.
gift it.
I would gift it.
Yes.
Yeah, how about we were talking about the guy. I'm not going to get this exactly right, but there's a guy that wrote a book, like a 250-page book. Very nice hardcover, coffee table book. And the title of it was something like, Things Over the Years My Wife Has Said That Turned Out to Be Exactly Right.
Okay.
And you open the book.
It's a long book for that.
And all 250 pages are blank. That's a gift that guys give to other guys, or joke gifts to the whatever, right? And I said I might have an idea, and the guy made a bunch of money off of it. I say, bring back scratch and sniff books.
Okay.
Do they even have pop-up books anymore?
I hope so.
What about pop-up scratch and sniff based on the idea I was talking about?
That's a pop-up.
That's a pop-up book. You give them adult versions of pop-up scratch and sniff books. Available at Barnes. Version? Well, here's the thing. Can I tell you something? Here's the thing that's great about scratch and sniff or pop-ups or both. Can't get those on Kindle. They're Kindle proof.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't do pop-up on your phone.
Did you ever read the books as a kid?
Choose Your Own Adventure?
Those are fun.
They were great.
Yeah. Is that still around?
I don't know. For those of you who don't know, it'd be like Jason's on a spaceship and aliens come up. Do you shoot at them or do you say hello? And then if you shoot, turn to page 84. If you say hello, turn to page 82. Yeah. And then it's all these different scenarios. I don't know, but those were a blast.
I like those. Those are one of the few books that I enjoyed.
What about the ones, I forget what they're called, but they came with a cassette tape and you get a little book.
Audiobooks?
Yeah, no, it was like a shortened version of like E.T., the movie.
Oh, E.T.
And it'd be like, and I know it started out, be like, you can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear the chime ring like this. Let's begin now. And then you hear some music and be like, once upon a time, E.T. came across a thing and I know if I was...
My friend Andy Dufresne.
Right. What's the tweet? I know if my friends found a guy like E.T. at that age, we'd have killed that thing with hammers. Let's see. Anyways, celebrity birthdays are brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey! Find something weird in your shed? Is it an alien? Is it an extraterrestrial? Screw Reese's Pieces. Give it some Crumble Cookies. Jason Rose.
All right. You want to know who got older today?
I do.
I do too.
I do too.
Where's my list?
I would like to know that.
What's today's date?
Today is
May the 28th?
It is, as a matter of fact, May the 28th.
Without Chris here.
This
is what I'm interested to see. On this date, in what year did the motion picture gem Rocky 3?
Oh, 3.
In my opinion, it's a generational thing. The best Rocky. You're 4.
I always correct this because there's a nuance there. I fully acknowledge. I understand that 1 and 2 are probably the best Rocky, like the best.
One won an award.
One Oscar, yeah. I say Rocky 4 is the most rewatchable. It's the most accessible. Happy birthday, Polly. Like that. But Rocky 3 had Mr. T.
Yeah. And
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Thunderlips.
And Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to say 1982.
83. I think that it's a little bit later.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave.
Let's go!
Happy birthday,
Polly.
to... let's go with...
Happy birthday, Polly.
Gladys Knight.
Oh, Gladys Knight and the Pimps.
Pimps.
Gladys.
Okay, Gladys.
Better than if her name was Unhappiness or Sadness. Gladys. Gladys Knight.
Great voice.
Still wonderful voice.
Like when, what's the song? That's What Friends Are For?
Yeah.
It's her and
Dionne Warwick?
Yeah. And Elton John and Stevie Wonder when she comes in.
Forget about it. It's like when Christina Aguilera comes in on that Lady
Genie and
Marmalade
Bottle.
song.
Oh, yeah.
And she just blows the top off the place.
Old place lost its top.
Well, Gladys Knight is 84.
83.
Anthony is closer. 82nd birthday today for Miss Gladys Knight.
That's Gladys Knight.
How about from the movie The Blind Side? He was the featured character, but offensive lineman Michael Orr.
Oh, O-H-E-R.
Yeah, correct.
Michael Orr is 39.
40.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Anthony Lucas.
There we go.
Happy birthday to former 49er Navarro Bowman.
Navarro Bowman's 42.
43.
Dave is closer, 38.
Wow.
Kirk Gibson.
Oh. All right. I can do this.
The math. Let's go.
Jeez.
Dodger legends.
Kirk Gibson, 72.
71.
Anthony is closer, 69.
Okay, I'm good with that. Yeah.
How about Glenn Rice? Great shooter.
Actually, hold on here. Glenn Rice, Michigan, 1980. Ramil Robinson, 38. Glenn Rice is 59.
63.
I think he's younger.
We have a correct answer. Dave, your math is very good.
Yes.
59 for Glenn Rice. And we'll end with Rudy Giuliani.
Wait, hold on. I'm not even joking. I thought he died.
I thought he died.
I thought he died like a month ago.
I so thought he was.
Did
dead.
he really? Did he not?
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know.
Rudy.
I'll sing no.
No, okay. Maybe it was like a rumor or something. I don't know.
I want to say he's 90.
I'll say he's 86.
Wait, did he?
No, I don't know, because there'd have been like a show. I'm just saying, like there would have been something. He's still with us. He's 82. Okay, I was closest.
There would have been a show.
There would have been a show. There would have been a thing. All right,
a tribute to Rudy G.
Matt and Kayla live out at the Big Push for baseball expansion.